Good evening, South Tama Trojan fans. Welcome to another night of basketball here at Trojan Country. STC is at Saydel this evening. We are live from Saydel High School. Darvin Graham and Keith Kiana here with me on the call this evening. Keith, it was a blustery, cold winter drive over here. How do you find yourself as we get ready to start basketball here tonight?
I find myself pretty well organized now.
Good.
It was a long drive from Iowa City this afternoon, and I'm ready to see what the girls can do against these Saydel Eagles tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight, and we are excited to get this game underway. Last time these two teams, these two schools, we should say, because we played a doubleheader against them last year, boys and girls. Both games were decided by a margin of, I think, 2 or 4 points. The girls got a win last year against Saydel, and the boys took a loss. But either way, both games were close, and that hopefully will mean some exciting basketball on both ends tonight. So we'll see how that kind of shapes up. We are about 7 minutes away from tip-off here of the varsity girls game, as both teams are out on the court getting warmed up. You can see South Tama going to be in their black jerseys tonight. Saydel will be out in white and green with their home jerseys. And we're just going to talk a little bit about this Saydel team, kind of fill you in on what we know about them going into tonight. They are 0-2 on their season. This is their first game of the week. They had 2 games leading up to tonight. They're head coached by Steve Glenn and assisted by Darian Garcia and Caitlin Platts. The team was 1-21 last season. They have been kind of perennially at the bottom of their conference poll for several seasons. And it does not, they've got a lot of returners coming back from last year's squad. Could be a completely different story, but the time will tell here. So 1-21 was their record last season. And they've won 4 games over the past 4 years. Last year's win came against Greene County, a conference opponent. They're in the Heart of Iowa Conference along with Prairie City Monroe. Now West Marshall is in that conference. Clark of Osceola, I believe. A few others just kind of in the north central Iowa kind of region. And last year we mentioned the Eagles narrowly lost to South Tama. The final score was a 4-point game there, so the final score was 38-34. On South Tama's side of things, there was really no big standout scorer. The leading scorer for South Tama last year was senior Lauren Veit, who graduated. She finished with 9 points and was the leader for the STC Trojans last year. And the Eagles opened this season with a 47-20 loss against Grandview Christian on November 18, and they followed that up with a 25-17 point loss to Pleasantville on November 21. That is not a lot of points. 25-17, yeah, wow. Saydel graduated 2 seniors, but bring back their top 5 players in nearly every stat category coming into tonight. So a lot of returners, but really not a big kind of standout player among this, at least on paper, at least not yet, is kind of what we can say confidently tonight. They're going to be looking toward a pair of senior guards. They've got Brooklyn Ladens and Cadence Butters that have led Saydel in scoring throughout their first 2 games. And really between the 2 of them, they've taken over half the shots that the entire team has taken. So while their scoring has not been dominant, their attempts, they've been looked to for a lot of the scoring. So a couple names that South Tama most likely has circled on their practice sheet or kind of pregame in the locker room there. So we'll see how Ladens and Butters kind of match up against South Tama's front. And South Tama coming in off a blowout loss last night to Grinnell. Keith, you and I were on that call, and what was kind of your takeaway from that game? What are you looking for from this South Tama team to kind of improve upon tonight here against Saydel? Well,
I'm looking forward to them to see if they can drive the basket more. They did that not very often last night. And when they did do that, though, they were able to get to the free throw line. I think that's still the main key point that Coach Dina is going to emphasize moving forward at the beginning of the year. And refer back to that Marshalltown game when they had a lot of free throw attempts and a lot of and capitalize on about some of them. So I think if they do that tonight against Saydel, they'll get to the free throw line a lot more and hopefully capitalize. And they need to, on the defensive side, I think they need to get the hands active more. They were not able to get very many tips and deflections last night. So that's something that I think they can do pretty well against this Saydel team who's clearly struggling as a program. Right, absolutely. Hopefully, South Tama has an opportunity to kind of get into their game a bit tonight as going to be a very different looking opponent compared to what they saw against Grinnell. Last night, the athleticism of Grinnell, I thought really just did not allow South Tama to execute in any kind of way. They were just reacting throughout all 4 quarters and just trying to do the best they can with kind of the fast pace and athleticism that Grinnell threw at them. So could be a different story tonight. And South Tama an opportunity to go up 2-1 to start their year, and that's just got to be a potentially. Coach Kiana and the players have got to want to have this one going into what's going to be a difficult schedule from just a motivation standpoint. So we will see how things shape up. Keith, you want to give us our starting lineups tonight for these 2 teams? Of course. Starting for the Saydel Eagles is number 2, 5'5" senior Brooklyn Ladens. 5'6" guard senior number 5 Cadence Butters. 5'3" senior guard number 11 Riley Pacina. Sophomore forward 5'10" number 12 Paige Rummans. And at the center position 5'11" senior number 21 Catherine Van Houten. And for South Tama, same starters probably from last night. Number 4, Jeanette Cervantes, 5'8", sophomore, forward. Number 5, Kayla Heck, 5'8", forward, junior. A 5'5" guard, junior, Takaya Rosenberger. 5'7" guard, senior, Zara Capeyu. And 5'7" senior center, number 40, Arrow Lyons.
All right, so there's your starters. We're just about ready to get the starters announced here on the court. You can see now we've got the little bit of a light show coming here for this pregame. I'm not sure. Got a spotlight on the flag and 3 spotlights on the court. And it's very dark.
All I can say is thank God for flashlights. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Saydel High School.
All right, we're going to take a quick break while we have our starters announced on the court here at Saydel, and we'll be right back with a tip-off live from Saydel High School. You're listening to Trojan Country.
Ethics, integrity, and respect for values important.
Starters just getting announced here at Saydel as the varsity girls are just about to get underway. If you're just tuning in, starters for the Trojans tonight are Jeanette Cervantes, Kayla Heck, Takaya Rosenberger, Zara Capeyu, and Arrow Lyons.
Just looking at the lineup, Darvin, I'm looking forward to see how South Tama can handle the height that Saydel has on their lineup. They off the bench, they do have another 5'10" senior forward, so they start a 5'11" and a 5'10" forward center. So it'll be interesting to see how Arrow Lyons down in the post can handle the height that Saydel has for their starters.
Going to have to be aggressive and then it might not even make its way into a post sort of situation. You've got to be able to kind of pass it down low and if you got two teams that are struggling to even control the ball, it might I don't know. It'll be interesting to see for sure, because it'll be a mismatch for them, and the question is, can they exploit it? Do those two have skills, talent that could really take advantage of that size? So we'll see. I'd like to quickly give a shout out and say thank you to the hospitality of Saydel's AD, Levi Hunterdas. He's a former STC Trojan, a teacher and an AD and a coach. He's been over here for the past few years and has been really kind to us and good to work with as we've got set up this evening. So thank you to Levi and the folks at Saydel for hosting us here and allowing us to bring you Trojan Country video feed here tonight as well. So setting up in the middle will be Jeanette Cervantes, South Tama in all black, Saydel in all white. The tip goes to Saydel. Riley Pacina driving into the lane. Shot is up, hard off the backboard, loose ball. Picked up by Butters in the left corner. Two missed shots there, but the putback by Paige Rumens is good for two.
I think that height is already showing effect right there, able to get those 2 offensive rebounds.
Yep. At least Rosenberger up the court. Zira Capeu, the shot off the mark, no good. Aero Lions with the shot there. And pardon me as I'm trying to do my best to get a pin in one hand, moving the tripod in the other here. I'll do my best to get our video moved with the action. A steal off the inbound pass by Butters. Shot is no good. Rosenberger fast break up the court from the right side. Now Heck from the wing. Open look for Capello. Off the front of the rim, no good. Heck, the putback, not there. Capello gets the loose ball, dumps it into Lions. Shots are off the mark here for the Trojans so far. Fast break coming for the Eagles. Rumens had it, kicked it out to, that was Butters, and Butters called for traveling there.
Trojans did a nice job getting back on defense. Eagles tried to take advantage of a fast break, and they were able to get back in time to stop that and force that travel.
Rosenberger quickly gets it up to Capeu. Now down low. Oh, that was a nice open look there. Lions had an open hoop, but just couldn't quite handle the pass. Some first quarter jitters maybe here is you kind of have an opponent like Saydel on the calendar, knowing that you've got a WAMAC schedule also to come and maybe just some pressure to perform. Butters the shot, it's no good. Loose ball, it will go to South Tama. Score here tonight, 2-2, as the teams are tied up with 6:15 on the clock in the first quarter. Cervantes to inbound, a little press defense coming from the Eagles. Rosenberger into traffic, gets it across the half-court line. And Butters takes a tumble. No, that's Pacina, sorry. Pacina, number 11 there, the defender for Saydel, and a foul is going to be called.
On Saydel.
On Saydel, wow. Pacina picks up foul number 1, first team foul for the Eagles. Cervantes to inbound. Now here's Pacina again, contact with Rosenberger into the lane. This time Rosenberger's going to be rung up. And it'll be Saydel to inbound. Rumens down low. Shot is off the mark. Van Houten tried to get it back, but it will be no good. The loose ball goes to South Tama. That's Rosenberger on the left side. Heck pulls up her dribble. Out to Capeyu. Capeyu off-balance shot there. It will go out of bounds as Lyons was not able to corral it in.
The Trojans are getting nice looks down in the post and in the high post. And I think that's what's leading to these shots that we just have to capitalize on.
Yep.
Nice block shot there by Jeanette Cervantes. Wasn't so lucky though to get called for the foul.
So Cervantes gets rung up there, picking up her first. Second team foul for the Trojans. Vecina is at the line now, missed her first. Still 2-2, tied up here in the first quarter, just under 5.5 minutes to go left in the first. Vecina puts in the second. Van Houten will come out of the game for Caitlin Valenzuela. Capeyu, open lane, driving up the court. Gets it to Cervantes.
Nice pass.
Heck had a look there, but the shot was off the mark. Now Butters working against Heck on the right side. Goes baseline, and there's Cervantes stealing it away underneath the hoop. Rosenberger to clear it out.
Right place at the right time for Jeanette.
Right.
Nice help defense there.
Capeyu, look at a three. It's short off the front of the rim. Now Layden's dumping it up to Butters. And Butters can't finish at the hoop. Capeyu kind of scrambling to get the loose ball there, knocks it out of bounds. Eagles ball. And I'm going to do my, pardon if the game action's a little lower on the screen. If you're looking at a full screen here, we're trying to capture the scoreboards that we've got kind of up in the gym on both sides. So we're zoomed in and is kind of keyed in on our video as we're going to be here this evening. So appreciate your patience with that. Missed shot there by Saydel. That was Valenzuela on the comeback rebound. Layden's picks up her dribble, almost gave it away, and the pass was intercepted. Heck on the disruption there. Capeyu, a little Euro step there from Sierra Capeyu.
I think if Zara takes one more dribble there and gather herself through a jump stop, I think she has a look there to possibly get that to go down.
She does draw the foul, and she'll go to the line for a couple. 3-2 the score. And now 3-3 as Capeyu makes shot number one. Shot number two coming for Sierra Capeyu, senior guard for the Trojans. The shot is no good. Valenzuela the rebound, but Capeyu came back, stole it away, gets a shot up. It's no good. Vecina now the loose ball. And Vecina will move it up the court for the Eagles. Three-pointer from number 24, Macy Lowe, who's just in off the bench. No good. Rosenberger the rebound. Quick shot. Just a hurried shot there, off the mark. Eagles on the fast break now. Jeanette Cervantes gets called for the foul again, but she's in good position there, and she's undersized, but she's got a good kind of nose for the ball. I mean, she's getting called for these, but I think these are close. I don't know. What do you?
I think they're 50-50. I think they're calling the hand on her waist as she's coming up.
Yeah.
And they look pretty clean to me, but I guess the refs see something else, and that's 2 early fouls for Jeanette.
So here comes a whole new South Tama rotating in a full platoon here. So we're looking at Sophie Shikazi, Sienna Defoe, Belle Johansson as the second free throw is off the mark. Belle Johansson the rebound for South Tama. Defoe will be the ball handler, taking it up the court. We also have Elena Ignawana and Jenna Meyer, a junior forward. Three-pointer from Butters rattles in. Cadence Butters, the senior guard, puts the Eagles up 6-3 here with 3:21 on the clock in the first quarter.
So we got a full timeout here. That was a nice contest, though. We're getting back on defense, but that was just a really nice contest. But nothing you can really do about that. That was just really good defense, a better shot.
Better shot, yep, absolutely. I'd like to say thank you to our sponsors that are with us here this evening. They include Cruzy Phillips Funeral Home, Salt Creek Wind, State Bank of Toledo, Sharn Weber's in Toledo, Marquest Law, S&S Car Wash, Medicap Pharmacy, and Iowa Premium. This is going to be our last broadcast of the week. We plan to be back in action coming up next Thursday. We're going to have wrestling action live from Benton High School in Van Horn. South Tama Wrestling will have their first dual meet of the season next Thursday, so we're going to have that coverage live for you. Neither the boys or girls basketball team are going to be in action on Tuesday, so no basketball happening anywhere for South Tama up until Friday of next week. The girls team, however, is going to travel this Friday to West Delaware. The boys will not be in action, and we will not have coverage of that game. Shikazi on the inbound pass just kind of lost the handle a little bit. Layden's the putback. So Brooke Layden's kind of takes advantage of the chaos there in the middle of the court. Now here comes Shikazi sprinting up the court. Layden's loses her footing. Now Johansson high post here. And Johansson will draw a foul, non-shooting foul. It's going to go against Lowe. Now Defoe from the top of the key. Ignawana, quick shot. Three is off the mark. Defoe the rebound. The putback attempt is not there. And the Eagles will clear it out here. Layden's to bring it up the court. Layden's drives, kicks it out. And a two-pointer by Van Houten, Catherine Van Houten, the 5'11 senior. And another steal on the South Tama side. And the transition bucket by Paige Rumens. Timeout on the court. Coach Dina is going to have a word with the Trojans here as maybe the precarious position that you put yourself in, rotating a full unit like this. But, you know, with a team where you've got no clear-cut starting, I mean, you've got starters, obviously, but I don't know that the skill, the talent level between our starters and our second unit is that great. And so you can't blame coaches for trying different mixes, trying to see what rotations work and what kind of what kind of lineups are going to serve the team better. So South Tama, however, we see here they rotate their second unit out entirely. We've got a fresh five in. It's the starting lineup here back on the court for the Trojans. Cervantes to inbound. Rosenberger couldn't come away with the pass, but Kayla Heck was able to come down with the loose ball. So the Trojans do keep the possession here. Cervantes down low, throws it away.
Ooh. I like to see Jeanette go up with that. Just take a nice, easy drop step.
Layden's draws a double team. Shot coming for Van Houten off the front of the rim. Good rebound there by Jeanette Cervantes. Capeyu now, top of the key. Kayla Heck from the corner.
Eagles double teaming Kayla Heck whenever she gets the ball in that corner down there.
And And an out of bounds will be South Tama ball.
Yeah, the Eagles definitely know who the hot hand is at any time for the Trojans after Kayla Heck had a great game against Marshalltown last week.
Capeu almost had the pass into the middle disrupted. Kayla Heck came down with the loose ball. Now Rosenberger working against Butters, and that will be a shot clock violation, one of the first ones I've seen so far this year. So the shot clock buzzer will give the ball back to Saydel. They lead 12-3 with 1:05 on the clock in the first quarter. Rosenberger to go to the bench for the Trojans. Shikazi back into the game. Romans has a pass picked off by Cervantes. Cervantes ties up down low with Butters.
That's the second time Jeanette has hustled Dak on defense like that and intercepted a pass that was going to the paint. That was going to be an easy 2 for the Eagles.
South Tama wins the jump ball after the hustle play by Cervantes. Double team on Heck. Capeu gets it across the court. Pull-up jumper for Shikazi is not there. Lions the putback and the foul. Arrow Lions with 4 points here. Opportunity to make it a 3-point play. Loose ball after the missed free throw, picked up by Saydel. Rummans up the court, fast break. Ladens working against Cervantes. Shot's no good. Heck and Josie Rhodes, one of the 5'10", 5'11" post players, getting in the action down low. Just under 30 seconds to go here left in the first quarter. It's been Saydel kind of maybe shooting a little bit better, but plenty of opportunities for South Tama, as it's not been a dominant first half in any kind of way by Saydel, even though they lead by 7. Capeu, shot from the middle, not there. Rummans back down the middle she goes. Stopped for a jumper. Cervantes again. A rebound. And that's it for the end of quarter number 1. South Tama trailing 12-5 here after 1.
"2022 marks the 95th year in business for the State Bank of Toledo since opening in 1927. The State Bank of Toledo is Trojan Country's hometown bank, supporting its customers with loyal, friendly, and fair customer service. With 2 convenient locations, a full-service investment center, 24-hour ATM service, and online banking, you can't go wrong making State Bank of Toledo your financial services choice. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Coming back in to start the second quarter, Darvin Graham and Keith Kiana here on the call for you live from Saydel High School. South Tama will have the ball to start quarter number 2. Kayla Heck to inbound. On the court for the Trojans, Sophie Shikazi. She's got the ball at the top here. Zira Capeu, Arrow Lions, and Jeanette Cervantes down low. Here's a jumper from Heck. Off the mark, and Heck and Butters take a tumble.
Nice hustle play by Kayla there to get her own miss.
Force the jump ball.
So force the jump ball, yeah.
Definitely probably the best case scenario after that loose ball. And here comes Saydel again. 12-5, they lead. Cadence Butters working against Capello. Almost got stolen away by Heck. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojans. Riley Pacina to inbound. She's having trouble getting it in. Nice play there by Kayla Heck, swatting the ball out of bounds. And now it'll be Rummins to inbound. Rummins does finally get it in. And there's a steal. South Tama on the fast break. It's going to be Heck. Shot from the free throw line. She gets her own rebound. Loose ball picked up by Zira Capello. Here's Arrow Lions for three. Arrow Lions leading the charge here for South Tama. Despite a slow first quarter, she's got everything but one free throw so far for the Trojans. A 3 and 2 other field goals. And there's a three-pointer. Brooke Leidens responds, and she's put in 5 so far tonight.
There's a nice response there by the Eagles to get a 3 of their own.
Kayla Heck quickly getting it down to Cervantes. Missed shot, and another jump ball. Seeing tons of jump ball action here tonight, which I suppose I'd rather see that than fouls.
Yes, 100% agree.
I had to choose. Cervantes inbound pass to Lyons. Quick shot coming, and Lyons is off the mark.
Little heat check there from Arrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to get another one.
15-8 the score here with 6:38 on the clock, second quarter.
If she keeps shooting that, though, I think she'll hit a few more.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
She's been open at the top of the key
Yep.
a few times here tonight already.
There's Brooke Leidens in the lane. Air ball picked up by Capello. Capello now on the fast break. Has the ball stripped loose, goes out of bounds, stays with South Tama as it was last touched by the Eagles. Stick around at halftime. We're going to hear again from STC boys coach Dustin Pesca, get his thoughts on last night's game at Grinnell. That will be during the girls' halftime. Now Butters coming up the right side. Leidens, off-balance shot there. Cleanup attempt on aisle 1 by Rummins is no good, and South Tama with the loose ball. Sophie Shikazi driving it up the court now. And Heck not there on her shot. She's been cold so far this first half. Pacina going into traffic. Lobs up a shot, but it was off the mark into 2 defenders. Kayla Heck with the ball now on the left side. Now Capello. Little patience there, might have kept the possession with South Tama, but I think the frustrations with the turnovers kind of being more of a circular effect here is the
the fouls are more on frustration than they are.
Yep.
And Jeanette already with 3 fouls in this first half.
And she's really had some nice plays, off the ball, getting rebounds. One of the tougher defenders for South Tama. Paige Krosky, the guard, coming in, as does Takaya Rosenberger for Cervantes and Capello. Pacina misses both free throws. The putback attempt by Rummins is good. And she'll go to the line to try and make it a 3-point play. Kayla Heck picks up foul number 1. Sienna Defoe comes in for Arrow Lions. And so the second unit kind of trickling in here for South Tama as we get midway into this second quarter. 18-8. Rumman's trying to make it a three-point play there. Shot's no good. Pacina couldn't quite handle that loose ball. It goes out of bounds. South Tama will recover here now.
Eagles putting on a little full court press.
Inbound pass. Kind of gets bobbled and it goes out of bounds.
The press once again bothering South Tama just a little bit, and we need to work on staying calm and composed and make nice passes to try and break it.
Long inbound pass to Rumman. She goes in for a layup. Shot's no good. All kinds of South Tama bodies around her, and Rummans will draw the foul. So Rummans now scoring, drawing 2 fouls. Sienna Defoe picking up foul number 1. 7th team foul now for the Trojans, so bonus shots coming for the last 5 minutes. Rumman's first shot is no good. Elena Ignawanup coming in for Kaya Rosenberger. And Paige Rummans one more time from the free throw line, no good. And that's Kayla Heck with the rebound. Heck passes out to Shikazi. Heck drawing the double team, like you said, back in the corner there.
Oh.
And threw it away. But a steal by Paige Krosky. Krosky dumps it back to Heck again. Heck had a double, two players in front of her, just did not have a good look at a shot. Cadence Butters coming in for Paige Rummans. 18-8 the score here. Midway into the second quarter. Sienna Defoe to Ignawanup, top of the key. South Tama just struggling to kind of get passes moved around here. Long two-pointer by Heck. In and out, no good. Foul after the shot.
Paige Krosky there did a nice job crashing the boards, get that offensive rebound. That's something the Trojans need to start doing in this game. They're getting those rebounds pretty easily down there.
Yep. And that seems like an effort thing to me. So can you find a way to exploit that and just get shots out of that rather than another turnover? And as we say it, a defensive rebound there by Sienna Defoe, clearing the ball out to Ignawanup. Her shot is off the mark. Shikazi, the offensive rebound. And again, you wonder if just a dribble to kind of pull yourself together when some of these players are underneath the hoop, trying to work the post a little bit to go up stronger for a shot. Might help a little bit.
I think so, yeah. I think I remember growing up and my, Coach Kiana, my mom, would have a little bag and punch, working them down low.
Yeah.
And I think she does do that regularly, but the girls need to try and contribute that into the game setting and not just at practice.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, an entirely different atmosphere and just everything's different, getting into that game scenario. So it can be hard to replicate that. Shikazi with the ball, full court press, and a steal comes out of it for the Eagles. Paige Rummans. Rummans probably the best touch around the basket on either team tonight. So that could be a difference maker for the Eagles.
Rummans is up to 8 points here in this first half. There we go. Nice bank shot there by Kayla Heck. Now let's see if that shot, seeing one go down, let's see if she can sees one in and can keep that rolling.
Rummans waving for the ball, but Defoe kind of sniffed that pass out. Capeyu on the fast break. And we got a whistle and a foul. Fouled against Josie Rhodes. First personal for her and the 6th team foul for the Eagles. Lyons and Rosenberger checking in for Shikazi and Defoe. Ziera Capeyu will inbound for the Trojans with just over 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Rosenberger almost threw it away, trying to break the double team. Lyons from the low corner. Back to Lyons in the middle. She throws up a shot. Nope, not there. Heck. And Lyons again. So several missed shots, and we got a foul before the ball gets moved up the court. And Capeyu is going to be called for a foul as she was just trying to navigate several defenders down low, and I didn't quite see where the contact was, but she got called for it nonetheless.
Once again, the Trojans are exporting that height a little bit on missed shots. The Eagles aren't doing a great job putting a body on someone, boxing out. So South Tama's capitalizing with a lot of offensive rebounds. Just got to capitalize and finish those putbacks.
Paige Rumman's at the line now on a 1-1 off of that foul from Capeyu. Her shot is no good, and Arrow Lyons comes up with the ball. Defoe up the court. Now Rosenberger, middle of the lane. Pass from Krosky is just kind of off the mark, and it gets tripped away, but a foul before Saydel can get up and set into their offense. And Ziera Capeyu picking up foul number 2. And a 1-1 for
that was Rummans.
Yep, Rummans again.
Rummans is doing a really nice job drawing those fouls for South Tama, and she's really has nice shooting form at that free throw line.
Loose ball goes to Lyons, and now Krosky bringing it up for the South Tama. Shot from Capeyu, not there. Rummans on the fast break, gets it to Butters. Butters, off-balance shot underneath the hoop. Will result, however, in a foul and more free throws coming for the Eagles. 21-10 as Saydel has not looked pretty so far in this first half, but they've been in control the whole way. We can safely say that.
Yes, and I think that's experience too from Saydel after having all of their top category players returning, and I think they have a little bitter taste in their mouth after the game back home last season.
Capeyu goes to the bench for Elena Ignawana. Minute 37 on the clock here as Cadence Butters has one more shot. Her second free throw goes in. Rosenberger against the double team. Another steal. Rummans finishes at the hoop. Defoe gets the double team, and a timeout called. Coach Dina is going to talk things over with her players. The South Tama has been struggling against the press when Saydel decides to throw that in. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to Trojan Country.
Sharn Weber's in Toledo serves central and northeast Iowa with the latest in heating and cooling systems, water softeners, plumbing and electrical installation, as well as expert service and repair. As a family-owned hallmark business from the South Tama community, Sharn Weber's is proud to support Trojan spirit on the field, on the stage, on the court, or in the classroom. When the job needs done, call Sharn Weber's at 800-542-7980.
Welcome back live from Saydel High School out of the timeout. South Tama is trailing 24-10. Sienna Defoe to inbound it for the Trojans as they were kind of caught up in the press defense from the Eagles. There's another steal kind of off of the defensive pressure that Saydel has been putting on South Tama. A missed shot by Butters and a rebound by Krosky. And a missed shot by Jaden Brown, who's just got into the game for her first action of the night. Under a minute to go. South Tama with the ball. Krosky will look at a three. Short, off the mark. And Rhodes comes down with the rebound. Rummins again from the left side.
Ooh. Looks like they're calling a charge there on Takaya. I mean, I'm sorry, blocking foul, as I should say.
Rosenberger. And so I think we're finding our answer here to our question in the pregame is the size of the Saydel lineup going to affect South Tama? I really think it is.
I think it has too.
Rummins has really done some pretty strong work here in this second quarter. They've got it out of bounds as Brown dribbles across the line on that far side. And so a turnover, and so plenty of opportunities here for South Tama, but that doesn't really, turnovers do not equate success at the offensive end. You've got to have kind of both parts of the equation. So we'll see if somebody can get hot here and kind of make it interesting. Another steal. Well, before I can call that steal, we've got a South Tama steal. Defoe knocked it out of Layden's hands. And a foul on the loose ball. Catherine Van Houten gets foul number 2. And a single bonus situation for the Trojans here, but just 8 seconds to go left in the first half. Sienna Defoe at the line on a 1-and-1, makes the first. Defoe just the 4th South Tama player to register a point here in the first half. As the Trojans trailing 27-11. Defoe's second shot off the front of the rim. Short time here for the Eagles, out of bounds on the far side. 2.6 seconds left. And a 30-second timeout called by the Trojans. Thanks to all of our sponsors who are with us tonight. They include Cruzy Phillips Funeral Home, Salt Creek Wind, State Bank of Toledo, Sharn Webbers of Toledo, Marquest Law, SNS Car Wash, Medicap Pharmacy, and Iowa Premium. And reminder, we're going to hear from STC head boys coach Dustin Pesca during the halftime of the girls game that's coming up here in a couple moments. And so stick around for that. We're going to talk to him about last night's game at Grinnell and just see what the game plan is for tonight here at Saydel. Long inbound pass from Butters to Rumens. Results in a foul, so that's about as much as you could ask for on a 2-second clock.
There's a nice high pass there for Rummins, using that height to be able to corral it enough to get the shot off.
Draws a foul on Arrow Lions. That's just her first. 2 shots here, though, for Rummins, and she makes foul shot number 1. .2 seconds on the clock after the shot by Rummins. She puts it through, though. And that will do it at the end of the first half. Your score 29-11, South Tama trailing as we go to the half. We'll be right back. You're listening to Trojan Country. Welcome back. We're live from Saydel High School, and I'm Darvin Graham here on the call for you here on Trojan Country, joined right now by our head boys varsity coach, Dustin Pesca. Dustin, how are you? Good to see you again tonight.
Yep, here we go again. You know, a quick turnaround. Last night, you know, it didn't go the way we liked it, but, you know, as competitors, we're not going to sit around and complain and say we should have done this, should have done that. We're right back in the mix of things, and, you know, another opportunity to get better and you know, another chance to turn that score around to the other way.
So the final last night, 62-33. Really, from what I saw, it looked like flashes of opportunity and I don't want to say brilliance, but flashes of production and success at the offensive end, especially. What were some of the highlights that you saw in that game last night against Grinnell, despite the loss?
You know, and you summed it up perfectly. There was a lot of spurts there where we played very good basketball. You know,
right.
We had very good possessions 2, 3, 4, 5 times down the court, getting after it on the defensive side, and just playing that team philosophy basketball. So we know it's there, and you know when you got an athlete like Ivan Alvarado who's
right.
quick as lightning and can get to the rim, you know he's going to make things happen. You know, and I learned this from a real good friend of mine and a coach out there. You know, he says if you watch that film or you watch the game and you take away the baskets and don't watch it if it goes in or goes, you know, it was a basketball game. You know,
right.
You got to give hats off to Grinnell. They made shots, and they made more shots than us, and, you know, that's the way it goes. But, you know, overall, we got what it takes, but we got to put the ball in the hole.
Yeah, absolutely. Tonight against Saydel, going to be a hungry team, no doubt. They're in a similar boat with South Tama, having some down years in recent times. Looking for a win here, and this matchup, both teams probably have circled a little bit as an opportunity. What are you telling your players ahead of this one? What's kind of the scouting report and some of the things you're looking at to accomplish tonight here in Saydel?
Yep, and you know we don't have any scouting report. They haven't played yet. You know, they got 2 returners from last year's team. One being a senior, one being a junior. That's all I know about them.
Sure.
But you know, the thing I'm going to tell my team, and you're going to hear this before I tell my team, is you know I'm going to draw a heart on the in the locker room on the whiteboard. It's going to be all about heart. You know, it's a quick turnaround. We can't complain about being bruised up. We can't be achy. We can't. You know, we're here to mean business, and it's who wants to be tougher and who wants to play with heart.
Sure. Absolutely. Talk a little bit about your defense. I know that was a big focus for you in your offseason, getting ready for this season. How do you feel like you executed on the defensive end of the ball last night in Grinnell, or were there some things that you and Coach Dorn might have saw that were a little hard to see from the stands, maybe, or any kind of silver linings on the defensive end, maybe?
Yeah, you know, I watched film a couple times, you know, up to this point. And it really wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. One thing that we need to do a better job is pressuring the basketball because, you know, we gave them a little bit of space and they shot it and knocked it down. So we got to get up in people a little more and be a little more of a distraction so they don't get those shots and make them. Also, you know, along with all the rotations weren't terrible is the rebounding. We got to finish it off with rebounding. I know you got to give Grinnell credit again. We were about a one shot and done. They boxed us out well and they attacked the glass, and you know, we got to do the same when we're on defense.
Yep, absolutely. All right, well, thanks a lot, Coach, for the time. We're going to jump back, get our girls' game started here in a couple minutes. But thank you so much, and best of luck to you out on the court this evening.
All right, appreciate it, Darby.
That was head coach Dustin Pesca from the STC boys team. We'll be right back after a quick break. You're listening to Trojan Country. Welcome back live from Saydel High School. We're a minute or so away from the start of the third quarter. Darby Graham and Keith Kiana here with you. Keith, what do you got for a little halftime report from this girls' game?
So our leading scorer so far in the first half is Arrow Lions with 7 of the 11 points, 2 from Kayla Heck and 1 from Zara Capeyu and Sienna Defoe apiece. And flip the script over to Saydel, the leading scorer, who has been really the go-to player so far for the Eagles is Paige Rummins with a first half total of 16 points, really dominating the paint, getting offensive rebounds, getting to the foul line. Next leading scorer is Brooklyn Ladens with 5, Cadence Buthers with 3, Catherine Van Houten with 2, and Riley Pacino with 1. So all the scoring so far for the Eagles has come from the starting lineup.
That's good. That's good to see. If you're Coach Glenn there with the Eagles, and again, like you said, Paige Rummins, a sophomore coming in, really playing like an upperclassman, I think, tonight. And maybe that was just a factor. She was a freshman last year and probably did not factor in too heavily to their varsity equation last season. So a bit of an X factor here tonight for the Eagles. That's Paige Rummins. The Eagles are going to start with the ball here in the third quarter. South Tama on the court will have Kayla Heck, Sophie Shikazi, Arrow Lyons, Zira Capeyu, and Jeanette Cervantes, who's in there working with 3 fouls. We have a foul to start the third quarter immediately as we get the whistle sounded. Catherine Van Houten to inbound. Little baseball pass down low to Cadence Butters. Good defense, though, by Jeanette Cervantes, who kind of just made it challenging for Butters, but she just went right over top of Cervantes and put it in for 2.
Butters there did a nice job to gather herself. She didn't panic down there in the low block, even though Jeanette had really great defensive positioning.
31-11 as the lead really getting out of hand here as we start going. We'll see if somebody can find a shot here in the third quarter. Kayla Heck from the left elbow, not there. She gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Capeyu. Shot is off the mark. Heck, the rebound again. She's got 2 offensive rebounds in this series.
Nice find.
And Capeyu will draw the foul as she goes up to the rim.
That was a nice pass into the cutting Zara Capeyu. Middle of the lane was wide open, and Zara found that open soft spot in the defense.
Brooklyn Lydens, the foul offender for the Eagles. First shot is no good for Capeyu. She'll have 1 more. Early in the third quarter, we are here at Saydel in this girls' varsity game. Second shot bounces in. Capeyu's second point of the night. Fast break there for Riley Pacino on the left side. Goes hard to the hoop and will draw the foul. That's foul number 2 on Arrow Lions. At least the girls team working with a lot more numbers than the South Tama boys. So the foul situation, while not ideal if anybody goes into a foul out situation, you know, at least they got the numbers to kind of throw in if needed.
Yes. At each position, I believe, too, yes.
Yep. Second shot from Pacina off the mark. Or goes in that time, excuse me. She missed the first one. Double team on Capeyu to Shikazi. Cervantes up the court on the right side. Decent look there. Oh, the putback almost went in for Arrow Lions. Pacina loses her dribble, picks it up. Lydens dribbles into the free throw line. Just kind of got tripped up there and might have tweaked an ankle as Lydens remains on the floor. And
yeah, she's limping like she might have turned that ankle there a little bit. Didn't even get involved in the play.
So Lydens will go to the bench with a tweaked ankle, and number 24, Macy Lowe, will come in for the Eagles. Fast break for Kayla Heck. Shot's not there. Lions on the scrum underneath. Draws a jump ball. Long two by Shikazi is off the mark. Put back by Heck, not there. And a foul.
That is now Arrow Lions' third foul of the game.
Second team foul for the Trojans here early in the third as Lyons goes to the bench for Bell Johansson. Shikazi guarding Pacina. She drives back into the lane, kind of favors that left side a little bit. Good strip away by Johansson, but the pass out to the backcourt was no good. Butters' drive is disrupted by Kayla Heck, and Heck will be called for double dribble. So another turnover. Gives the ball back to the Eagles. Butters, top of the key, working against Cervantes. Goes to the right side, floats a shot up, no good. Cervantes the rebound. (34-12) the score here with 5:19 left in the third quarter. Capeu can't quite wrangle in the pass.
Zara just overran the pass a little bit, got behind her. Bright idea, though. That was a bright idea pass by Kayla Heck.
Timeout on Saydel. Thanks to our sponsors this evening. They include Cruzy Phillips Funeral Home, Salt Creek Wind, State Bank of Toledo, Sharn Webbers of Toledo, Marquess Law, SNS Car Wash, Medicap Pharmacy, and Iowa Premium. Hard to kind of find where the opportunities might lie here for South Tama. It's been a tough third quarter. From what you're seeing, what would you hope might happen, or what do you think South Tama could look toward here as we get further into the second half, just to try and get some points on the board?
I think they need to start attacking the basket a little bit more and capitalizing on those offensive rebounds. There's a lot of open shots down there in the paint area, and Saydel not using their height very well to get those defensive boards, and we just need to be able to capitalize on those opportunities, because once Walmart comes, I don't think we're going to have very many chances in the paint right there.
And there's fouls to be had down there too, probably, and the Trojans not a strong free throw shooting team, but it's at least a disruptive encounter, you know, if you've got to draw a foul and kind of stop the action. And so, yeah, we'll see if that might be where South Tama looks here with 5:08 in the third. But it's been really all Saydel, despite the turnovers and kind of ball control issues. Saydel has really controlled this game so far, and they're leading 34-12.
That's what South Tama needs to do. Keep getting those deflections on defense, anticipating that pass coming.
Inbound pass from Rummans, defended by Heck. Johansson tried to get a hand on the inbound, and a foul is going to be called. And Johansson picks up a foul. Going for the ball there, but just kind of lost her footing, and a little more contact than the ref liked. Third team foul for the Trojans. Rummans gets it in to Valenzuela. Jump ball again on this side of the court. Heck and Valenzuela were the two on the court trying to fight it out.
I like how South Tama's doing a nice job, not afraid to get on the floor to contest those jump balls.
Cervantes bringing it up for South Tama. Now Shikazi top of the key. Hands off to Capeyu. She gathers some steam, goes into the lane, off the mark on the shot. Shikazi will look for a jumper. Now Capeyu on the putback and a foul. And there you go. Zira Capeyu converting underneath the basket.
Taking advantage of those offensive rebounds again. And that time Zara was able to finish down low in the paint right there.
Capeyu does make the free throw, so she has a quick 4 points to start this second half. The only Trojan with points in the second half. Butters from the right side, double team coming from Heck and Capeyu. Now Pacina will be called for traveling.
Nice job by South Tama using the middle of the floor to break that press. That's exactly how a press breaker is supposed to work.
First points of the night for Jeanette Cervantes. On the basket underneath the hoop. Jump ball as Heck and Valenzuela again going after it. Trojans wanted to travel, but no whistle before the loose ball. Arrow stays with the Eagles. Now Pacina on the inbound pass. Driving in, putting it up. Rummins can't get the putback. Gets her own rebound. Now will draw a foul. Johansson, the offender on the foul.
Once again, Paige Rummins using that 5'10" frame to get multiple offensive rebounds there and get back to the free throw line.
Rummins' first shot rolls around the rim, no good. Second shot from Rummins, bounces, no good. Cervantes, strong rebound underneath the hoop.
Pivot foot got stuck on the baseline.
And now it'll be Butters to inbound. Pacina, shots rejected by Kayla Heck. And Kayla Heck on the transition gets a layup from the left side. Stronger scoring exchanges we're seeing here for South Tama in this third quarter, as we've had a couple layups from Capeyu and Kayla Heck. Heck gives it out to Johansson. She tries a three. Capeyu can't quite get the loose ball. Rummins clears it out. And Rummins will go into the lane and draws a foul. Kayla Heck picks up her second foul. So we've got Cervantes and Lyons each working with three. Rummins puts in her first. Then Houghton goes to the bench for Josie Rhodes. Second shot here from Rummins is good. Now here's Rosenberger up the far side, into traffic. Now Capeyu, nice pass down low.
Nice pass.
Good court awareness there, seeing Cervantes down low, but Cervantes just couldn't quite go up strong enough for a shot. Now Valenzuela will draw a foul. And Zero Capeyu getting the foul for the Trojans.
Foul starting to mount up for the Trojans. That was Capello's 4th foul.
16th foul here for STC. Valenzuela misses the first. And Valenzuela makes the second. And a travel called on Cervantes as she struggled to get the ball up the court there. 36-19. Still Saydel's game here as we get close to the end of the third. Cadence Butters trying the layup from the right.
Nice job by Jeanette to stick her hand in there.
30 seconds timeout.
Lucky she wasn't called for that 4th foul.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we would have been in really big trouble for our post.
We'll be right back after this. You're listening to Trojan Country.
(2022) marks the 95th year in business for the State Bank of Toledo since opening in 1927. The State Bank of Toledo is Trojan Country's hometown bank, supporting its customers with loyal, friendly, and fair customer service. With 2 convenient locations, a full-service investment center, 24-hour ATM service, and online banking, you can't go wrong making State Bank of Toledo your financial services choice. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back out of the timeout. Trojans trailing 36-19. There's a missed shot there by Rummins and a jump ball as Arrow Lions got in there. Possession goes to South Tama, and the girls will have it here, but a press coming. Eagles had some success with that early on, and that will cause a turnover. Oh, nope, they're going to say it was last touched by Valenzuela there. So it will stay with South Tama, although the pass was outside and kind of errant there. Heck to inbound from the far sideline. Cervantes lost the handle on the baseline. Rhodes and Lions kind of tangle up, and the ball was last touched by Rhodes. So it will remain South Tama ball. Rosenberger back to Heck. Heck fires a 3 off the mark. And Arrow Lions gets her first bucket of the second half. (36-21). South Tama hanging around a little bit. Still a Saydel controlled game here late in the third, but some time left, and we'll see if South Tama can just string together some baskets. That's just what it's going to take. But we've got another foul. Cadence Butters picks up foul number 2, or foul number 1. Three-pointer not there for Heck. Good hustle play by Capello to keep it in bounds, but she got it right back to Van Houten. And a foul. And there's the 4th foul against Jeanette Cervantes.
Now Jeanette and Zara both with 4 fouls each. They're going to have to be smart in this final quarter coming up.
Cervantes to the bench. Johansson back on. Missed free throw. Rebound picked up by Heck. Heck dribbling it up the left side. Pull-up jumper is good for Kayla Heck, and that's where we saw those shots go in. We're on transition buckets where she just pulled up and fired away at Marshalltown. Maybe a shot can kind of come from that action. Here's another look for Heck, and this time it'll be an assist for Capello. So 4 quick points here for South Tama.
Coach Glenn not happy calling that timeout.
And now an 11-point game as South Tama's found a little life here in the third quarter.
There are a few events coming up. Our high school boys wrestling program.
Kayla's now up to 6 points.
Thursday, December 1st.
Arrow's still leading the way with 9 in this third quarter. Paige Drummond's has gone quiet a little bit in this second half after a 16-point first half. Only 1 since coming out of the break. Let's see if Coach Glenn and the Eagles can get her back in the groove.
Yeah, if it were me, I would just go right. Just feed her until it doesn't work anymore.
Yep, get the ball to your best player.
Yep. South Tama, meanwhile, is just going to have to kind of try and remain focused or try and find that focus when those turnovers happen, because they're going to happen. These teams have struggled to control the ball, so those loose balls are going to present themselves the rest of the way. It's just going to be a matter of patience and being strong and athletic, trying to go up for shots. Minute 5 on the clock left in the third. South Tama trailing 36-25 here at Saydel. They've trailed the entire way, but now a bit of life here as we had 2 quick buckets. Officials timeout.
The shot clock was running before the ball got inbounded there.
Rummins to inbound. Gets it to Butters. She's going to sprint up the court. Rosenberger tried to come in from behind. Does get the ball loose away. And Rummins on the putback, can't get it to go. Here comes Kayla Heck from the left side, dumping it back to Rosenberger. Rosenberger draws contact on the 3, or was it 2? Long 2. And Butters called for the foul.
It is a 2-point shot. I believe her foot was just barely on the 3-point line there.
And Rosenberger misses shot number 1. Shot number 2 off the mark. Sienna Defoe now into the game. In and out, shot from Butters, and a foul. Saydel called for another foul. Catherine Van Houten picks up foul number 3.
There's now 3 Eagles with 3 fouls. Let's see if the Trojans can take advantage of that foul trouble.
The loose ball goes out of bounds as Kayla Heck was trying to quickly move the ball up the court. Turns it back over to the Eagles. Under 30 seconds now. Saydel with the ball. Valenzuela gets it down low to Rummins, and she puts it in. And another foul called against the Eagles. This time it was Pacina. Called for kind of a shove on Rosenberger.
That's now Pacina's 4th foul. She'll come out of the game.
12 seconds on the clock. South Tama looking for the last shot here in the third. Defoe will have it. Pulls up. Heck. Dribbles around. Shorter shot. Not there. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles. Trojans are going to have to work quick here with a second, 1.9 on the clock. 38-25 is the score. Quick shot by Johansson. Not there. Good look, though. And we will go into the fourth quarter with South Tama trailing 38-25 here from Saydel High School. We'll be right back. You're listening to Trojan Country. Welcome back live from Saydel High School. It is the start of the fourth quarter. Keith, what are you looking for here as South Tama putting some baskets in the third, has an opportunity now, trailing just by 12.
I think if the Eagles continue to show that press that they've been running the whole game, I think we can exploit that by getting the ball in the middle, getting Kayla in transition, or even Zara if she is in the game. They have been the contributors of fast break layups, so that's what I'm looking for in this fourth quarter.
You bet. Saydel to start with it here in the half court. Rummins is going to take the first shot, and that's what you said in the third. Just get the ball to Rummins. That might be the plan for Saydel. That was Cadence Butters, and the shot, the open look there came as South Tama collapsed on Rummins down low.
Nice
and a three-point opportunity here for Jeanette Cervantes, answering on the offensive end.
That was a nice outlet pass there, and then got it down to Sienna Defoe, who was able to see the cutting Jeanette Cervantes and was able to finish strong.
And the shot is off the mark. Good rebound there by Defoe, but she is called for traveling. Rhodes will come in for the Eagles for Ben Houghton. Rummins to inbound to Butters. Eagles looking to move it quick. Pacina, three-pointer, hard off the backboard. Rebound by Heck. Heck dumps it off to Shikazi. Three-pointer off the mark, but she draws a foul on the three. So 3 free throws coming for Sophie Shikazi. And that will be Valenzuela getting called for the foul.
Shooting 3 free throws.
Shikazi's first is good. First point of the night. Could be a very critical moment here, as South Tama is just trying to mount a comeback. 41-28. Second shot off the front of the rim, no good. Like to see South Tama's players kind of talking to their teammates when they're at the line. You don't always see that in losing games. I like to see some of that communication happening here. Shikazi makes it 2 of 3. South Tama trailing 41-29. Kayla Heck trying to get behind Butters. But Butters gets it up safely up the court. Hustle play there by Rosenberger, and Rosenberger is going to be called for a foul as she couldn't quite get the ball away from Rhodes and just had a shove down low.
I think they gave that one to Sienna Defoe.
Oh, they gave it to Defoe. They didn't. Valenzuela at the line. Shot's no good. Both teams at 8 team fouls here in the fourth quarter, and so it will be bonus shots the rest of the way. Second shot from Valenzuela is no good. Cervantes on the rebound. Now here's Kayla Heck pulling up for a jumper from the left side, not there. Rummins the rebound. She's going to dribble it hard up the court, working against Rosenberger. Rosenberger goes out, trying to get the hands in there. Pacina dribbles around Defoe, goes up, gets contact from Rosenberger, and will draw the foul.
It's kind of frustrated with that foul.
Rosenberger's third. And Riley Pacina will go to the line for the Eagles. On a 1-and-1, Pacina misses the first. Shikazi the rebound for South Tama.
Eagles not really capitalizing on these free throw opportunities in the 1-and-1, giving South Tama a little bit more of a chance here.
Sienna Defoe couldn't quite handle the pass in. Turnover. And a foul in transition. And now Defoe with 4. 3 or 4?
That was I have her down for 3.
3, all right.
Double bonus now. They'll be shooting 2 the rest of the way.
Pacina back at the line. Makes that one. Second one for Pacina is good. 2 of 2 from the line there. Easy up the court by Rosenberger. Shikazi trying to pull out Rummins. She'll just drive into the lane. Almost had the shot roll in. Loose ball gets picked up by the Trojans. Shikazi the shot. Valenzuela catches a double team. And the Eagles work their way out of it. Pacina lobs it down low to Rummins. Rummins gets past Cervantes, gets her own rebound, and draws a foul.
I believe that's now 5. That was Jeanette Cervantes' 5th foul there.
And so Arrow Lyons will check in for the Trojans.
I thought some of the fouls on Jeanette tonight were a little 50-50.
Yeah, I think so too.
I thought she had 2 clean blocks on 2 fouls that were called against her. But
yeah, early on there.
Yep.
Not a bad performance. I mean, despite having to sit here for the rest of the fourth, an energetic performance by Cervantes, I would say. Rosenberger after the missed free throw, bringing it up for the Trojans. Shikazi now in the right corner. Heck, quick release there off the back of the rim. Loose ball, jump ball. Arrow goes to the Trojans. Officials working on the shot clock here again.
They're still trying to get used to this new system as well.
Oh, yeah. It's a whole new, very new and kind of different element.
I really like that the Trojans are looking to shot first.
Yep. Feels like they kind of got warmed up into it here in the fourth quarter. Finally, kind of feeling like they can shoot, or not that any of them need a green light, but feels like the confidence level's rising with their shooting. Kayla Heck the foul, sending Riley Pacina back to the line. Pacina's been a pretty active guard for Saydel tonight, despite not many points on the scoreboard, but she's been a kind of a feisty ball handler.
And she's been able to find her way to get to the free throw line a lot tonight as well.
Yeah. Shot number 2 coming from Riley Pacina. Off the mark, Valenzuela tracks down the loose ball, and Pacina will get another foul as she was hustling to try and get the loose ball. Had to kind of go around her own teammate and draws a foul against Rosenberger.
That is now her 4th foul of the night. Fouls here late, starting to mount up here.
Yeah. Just under 5 to go. South Tama kind of made it interesting late in the third, but Saydel's kind of reestablished themselves a little bit with some of these fouls, and there's a steal and a quick layup for Caitlin Valenzuela.
Nice cut.
Ziera Capello going into the lane, draws a foul herself.
nice sequence there. I like that they're still attacking the basket, even without the ball. I think that's key for the girls for this fourth quarter.
Payu puts in her first. She's had a nice second half offensively. Goes 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Pacina, outlet pass to Van Houten, and Van Houten's going to be called for an offensive foul.
Foul is called on 21, Van Houten.
So Catherine Van Houten will go to the bench for the night, as she's got 5 fouls. Rosenberger getting it over to Heck. Back to Rosenberger. Steal by Riley Pacina. Pacina, open look at the hoop. And a foul called against Sierra Capeyu.
I believe that's also her 5th now
Her 5th,
as well.
yeah. And so, looking at these fouls, we had three players foul out at the tail end of that Marshtown game. We're getting close to that point here at Saydel tonight. Pacina really found her focus here at the line, as she's made well over half of her free throws here in the second half. Second shot, rattles in.
Yeah, she's really found her touch here at the free throw line in the second half. Really became a really active player for them, and was a little bit more of a spark in the second half for the Eagles.
Timeout. Coach Kiana's going to talk things over here a little bit, as the Trojans have let the lead go to 49-31. Midway into the fourth quarter. We're going to have boys varsity coming up after this. STC on a back-to-back doubleheader. And South Tama is going to have their first look at Saydel this season. Saydel's first game of the season. And again, a pretty new look unit for the Eagles, returning just a couple of varsity players on their roster this season. Had a big roster, but graduated several seniors from the varsity level. And Trojans probably going to be undersized again. That's going to be the story most of the season, if not against about every team they play. And it's just going to probably come down to turnovers and who's going to protect the ball the most. South Tama called for an over and back as Rosenberger kind of let the pass go from the inlet. Now here's Riley Pacina, quickly going to the hoop, had an open look. Shots off the mark. Sienna Defoe getting the rebound, and she'll draw the quick foul. That's going to be her 5th if it's on her. Yep. And so that will do it for Sienna Defoe, the junior forward for South Tama. Oh, that's just 4th, I'm sorry. Not the 5th, nope, the 4th. Rummins back at the line. Defoe the rebound. Now here's Heck on the right side. Picks up her dribble. Gets it to Rosenberger. Lyons dumps it in for 2.
It's a nice find there from Kayla Heck, looking down into the low block. Nice defense on the inbound there, not even letting them get it inbound and get a 5-second call.
Quick 2 by Rosenberger, in and out. Rebound Defoe. And the long pass goes out of bounds for the Eagles. Three minutes to go here in the fourth. South Tama trailing 49-33. Romans the block on Lyons and comes away with the steal. Pacina to Butters. Back to Pacina. Shot clock violation on the Eagles, and so that'll turn it over back to South Tama with 2:30.
It was nice active defense that time by the Trojans. Not even letting Paige Drummons get a clean look as she was trying to dribble around and find her lane to the basket.
You bet. Here's Defoe from the left side. Trojans moving around the key to Rosenberger. Down inside to Arrow Lyons. She had a double team that time. Rebound picked up by Heck. Jumper is off the mark. Romans coming up the court. Steps into the lane, open look, but just couldn't get the shot to fall. Comes away with her own rebound. And now a jump ball as Butters and Lyons tangled up. Travel called against Riley Pacina. That'll turn it over back to South Tama.
Decent look there by Sophie. Takaya was able to get the ball down in the low block, collapse the defense. Just couldn't line that up properly there.
49-33 with 1:34. Eagles back on offense here. Rummins to inbound. Rosenberger's going to be called for a foul, I think.
That is now her 5th foul.
So Capeyu, Rosenberger, and Cervantes foul out here for the Trojans in the second half. Pacina putting through the first free throw. One of 2. Trojans get it down low to Lyons, but the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by STC. 23-point lead now for the Eagles as they get to just about the 1-minute mark. Hard inbound pass, picked up by Valenzuela. She drives into the lane. Defoe the rebound. And a foul. This time against Saydel. Defoe's first shot is no good. If you're just tuning in, we're just wrapping up the STC varsity girls game here at Saydel High School. We're going to have boys varsity coming your way in about 15, 20 minutes. And a pass to Valenzuela, who converts on the other end. Lions, quick dump over to Heck. Shots off the mark. Shikazi gets one to go. Sophie Shikazi putting it in for 2. Butters can't get the layup. Rummins ties up, and
I believe it's a foul on Kayla there. Yep. Looks like Saydel's going to put in their 2 non-rotation players into the game.
As we got 30 seconds left on the clock, Arrow Lions the rebound. Next up for South Tama, they will head to West Delaware to take on the Hawks this Friday. And then no basketball for South Tama on Tuesday. They'll be back in action on Friday. That'll be a WAMAC matchup, and so it'll be a boy-girl home and away situation. And the final score here at Saydel, 52-36, the final here in the girls varsity game. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with a post-game wrap-up, and then we'll have your boys varsity game starting here in about 15 minutes. You're listening to Trojan Country. Final score here after the girls' game. STC taking the loss, 52-36 against the Saydel Eagles here in Des Moines. Keith, give us some post-game stats here on the girls' game.
So for the Trojans, Arrow Lions led the way with 11 points, followed by Zara Capeyu with 9. Kayla Heck with 6. Jeanette Cervantes and Sophie Shikazi each with 4, and Sienna Defoe with 2. And flip the script over to the Saydel Eagles. Once again, it was Paige Rummins leading the way. She finished with 20. Kind of got quiet there in that second half. And second lead scorer was Cadence Butters with 11. Riley Pacino was at the free throw line quite a bit in that second half, finishing with 9. Kaylin Valenzuela with 5. And Catherine Van Houten with 2.
Really saw 2 very different halves. I mean, different players getting involved. It was not kind of a consistent, dominant offensive performance on either side. We saw Zara Capeyu kind of get hot a little bit. She put a couple field goals in and got some free throws to drop in the second half. It was Arrow Lions in the first half for South Tama. She had 2 field goals and a three-pointer, and then kind of went quiet a little bit in the middle of the game, came away with 2 more buckets, but South Tama definitely finding their offense in the second half and just kind of couldn't put enough pressure on Saydel to exploit what they were kind of finding in the third there, I thought. And like you said, Paige Rummins really had a dominant first half, but then kind of Riley Pacina and Cadence Butters, kind of the guards, going to work in the second half for the Eagles. So South Tama moves to 1-2 on the season, and the Eagles get their first win and some retribution after a loss at South Tama about this time last year. So we've got about just under 14 minutes to go as the boys are warming up here in Saydel. We're going to take a quick break, stretch our legs, and we'll be right back in a few minutes with the start of the boys' game. You'll be listening to us right here on Trojan Country. Thanks for listening.
just ain't my thing. Give me your number, I'll give you a ring. Sit on your doorstep all winter long. Walk you to school, even mow your lawn. Tomorrow's your day. Standing on the levee, and it gives sand falls away. I won't hold back no more. We won't hold back. I won't hold back. Gotta let go. When your chances you swim all night, you float all day, telling yourself there's got to be some other way. I won't hold back no more. We won't hold back. I won't hold back. Gotta let. We won't hold back no more. We won't hold back.
Welcome back live from Saydel High School. Darvin Graham and Keith Kiana here on the call live from Des Moines. We are about 3 minutes away from the start of the boys varsity game as the boys getting warmed up here on the court. Saydel kind of finishing their warm-up. And we will have boys varsity action coming your way in just a moment. First, we're going to go through the starting lineup for the Trojans. They're going to be led by number 5, Daniel Weiss, a 5'10 junior. Number 10, a 5'11 guard, Ivan Alvarado. He was the standout in the Grinnell game for the Trojans despite the loss. Next up for the Trojans is going to be number 15, Kingston Davenport. He's a sophomore transfer in from Meskwaki Settlement School last season, and he's a 6'2 forward. And next up for the Trojans, number 20, the foreign exchange student for STC, Pella Weiss. He is a 6-foot senior guard. And rounding out the Trojans lineup, down low, junior center, number 50, Jeremy Dolash. And Saydel Eagles, meanwhile, this is their first game of the season. The Eagles are coached by head coach Nick Noring, assisted by Jason Jay, Jake Spear, and Camden Lowe. Last season, the Eagles had their best finish since 2013. They went 10-12 overall. And South Tama made it a close one at home last year. 46-42 was the final. Saydel came out on top in that one, though. Daniel Weiss led the way for South Tama, scoring 20 points. That was last year against Saydel at home. The Eagles graduated 3 of their 5 starters, including their top 2 scorers. Key returners for the Eagles this year include captains Mason Hicks and Shane Lowe, as well as sophomore A.J. Olin. Olin, you'll remember, was the starting quarterback for the Saydel football team that South Tama faced this year. And we are just about ready to get things underway. What are you looking for here, Keith, in this boys matchup tonight?
I'm looking for Ivan specifically to continue his momentum off of the game last night at Grinnell. He was the spark for the Trojans last night, and I anticipate him to continue his really good play tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Such a playmaker he is.
Yep, and I anticipate the Trojans to execute crisp passes, run the offense, and I would like, even though Saydel does have the height advantage again tonight, I still would like to see a post touch.
Yep.
And that will open up the 3 for Daniel Pella. And since they are the prime shooters, I believe, on this team this year, based off of the game last night.
Yeah, absolutely.
Saydel has quite a bit of height on their team. They have 6'6", 6'1", 6'3", 6'3", 6'1", 6'2", 6'4", 6'6", 6'3", and 6'4". So they have a lot of height on their team compared to our 5'10" to about 6 foot range for our guys. So
they're coming in with everybody over 6'1" across the board in their starting lineup.
Yes.
So going to be a challenge, and we'll see if the speed for South Tama in the backcourt can match up and get some things going here in the first half.
So for the starters are up on the board, but I do not have a number 14.
I don't either. I'm kind of waiting for the announcer to give that name, so we'll get that here in a moment. The other, read us the other starters. And we'll get him
the other
up.
4 starters right now are. Give me a second.
We just lost our lights again. Yeah.
Number 0, Mason Hicks, the 6'6" forward/guard. He's a senior. Shane Lowe, 6'1" junior guard. Cade Button, 6'1" junior guard. A.J. Olin, 6'2" guard. And I believe 14 will be running the show in the center position, whoever that name is.
We're going to find that out here in a second. South Tama getting announced. The Eagles about ready to take the court.
And now, on your feet, for your Saydel Eagles!
Great turnout for the Saydel fans for this boys game tonight.
Yeah,
a lot of students over there in the student section. Quite a bit of parents, friends, and family over there. We'd like to see what this team can do after that turnaround 10-12 record, which is Saydel, something Saydel probably has not seen in quite some time.
Absolutely. All right, so Trevor Good is our mystery man. He was listed at 15. He's a sophomore center, 6'6". Apologies, had a mispronunciation. Number 2, first name pronounced Shine Low.
Shine Low, gotcha.
Sure. Alrighty. These are starters for your Saydel Eagles. Not your Saydel Eagles. They're their Saydel Eagles. They're our South Tama Trojans. And we're excited to see The STC boys out on the court here.
This first few minutes of this game, I expect Trojans to come out and compete. I think they competed decently last night, and I anticipate them against a much equal Saydel team to compete.
Dolash on the tip. South Tama wins it with Daniel Weiss tracking it down. And Ivan Alvarado will have it first here. Dolash in the high post. Screen there by Dolash. Alvarado driving the lane. Little hang time in the bucket. Ivan Alvarado scores first for South Tama.
That's what he needs to do in this game to be able to compete with the Saydel height and experience. Great start for Ivan.
Low, long two, top of the key, not there. Putback is good though for number 14, Trevor Good. Cade Rosenberger on the bench here to start here tonight. He was a starter in the Grinnell game. We've got Kingston Davenport out tonight as the fifth starter for the Trojans in place of Rosenberger. He's dressed, so we might see him later on. There's Dolash with a two.
That was a nice dump off by Daniel to find Jeremy down in the low block. Great shot fake as well by Daniel.
Lowe works it around the perimeter. Back to Lowe, the captain. Almost had a loose ball there. And Cade Boughton goes to the deck. South Tama picks up a foul. Kingston Davenport is first. Mason Hicks from the inbound. Lowe cuts in right and will draw off another foul. Two quick ones here for South Tama.
That's something we got to avoid in this game, not get into early foul trouble.
Trojans again with 3 players on their bench tonight. Missed shot by the Eagles. Dolash the rebound. Daniel Weiss quickly moving it up the court. Weiss looked at a 3, passes off to Alvarado. Alvarado gets a screen from Davenport.
Eagles are in a man-to-man defense.
Tries to hand it off down low to Dolash, but it goes out of bounds.
Ivan was very easily able to get in that paint, even though with the height advantage.
Yep.
There we go, nice active hands there by Ivan. That's something they need to continue to do as well. Get deflections. Be active on the defensive side against this Saydel Eagle team.
Inbound pass from Mason Hicks. Lowe will have it in the high backcourt. And Bowden, nobody home there as he was trying to get it to Hicks across the court, out of bounds.
Eagles look a bit antsy. They might have that in-season nerve, beginning season nerve, since it is their first game and on their home court. Adrenaline might be pumping a little bit too much.
Alvarado now from the left side, one-on-one. Goes up, draws the foul. Nice look there by Alvarado.
They call it a charging foul.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
That was too quick to celebrate. Well, that is quite the opposite there, is now South Tama with 3 team fouls. Quick timeout called by Saydel as Coach Nick Noring a little irate with some of his players. Thanks to all of our sponsors that have been with us and we're going to carry with us here during this winter season. They include Cruzy Phillips Funeral Home, Salt Creek Wind, State Bank of Toledo, Sharn Webbers of Toledo, Marquest Law, S&S Car Wash, and Medicap Pharmacy. We appreciate the local support, bringing you away games like this one here tonight in Saydel. The Eagles have it, and they're trailing 4-2, despite kind of a chaotic first half of this opening quarter. Mason Hicks working against Alvarado. Passes back to Olin. Olin into the lane. Good touch at the rim there.
It was a nice strong drive by Olin. He was able to get past Jeremy Dolash for that easy layup.
Cade Rosenberger getting ready to check in for South Tama. Alvarado to Dolash. Now down low to Davenport. Good look there.
Nice look. Great strong take to the hoop by Kingston there. Used his body to defend off the defender. Nice strong finish.
Olin looking for three. It's good. Alvarado now, top of the key. Brings it back out. Pella Weiss getting it over to Daniel Weiss. Back to Pella in the post. Spin move, shot is not there. Bowden going against Daniel Weiss. Weiss looking for the charge.
Bright idea by Daniel. He was just there just a half second late. I think if he sprints all the way down the court and gets set, that call is his.
Yep, absolutely. Bowden makes foul shot number one. And now Saydel jumps out to a 2-point lead.
Not the start Daniel wanted. He's got those two going to the bench already with 2 early fouls.
Alvarado working against Olin. Trojans working around the horn to Weiss. Now Alvarado pulls up. Three-pointer, not there. Rosenberger tracks down the rebound. Three-pointer by Pella Weiss, off the mark. Loose ball, bounces back out to Alvarado. Here's Rosenberger for three.
Nice job by the Trojans, crashing the glass there, getting 3 offensive rebounds on that possession. And once you crash the glass, you get rewarded with a 3.
Lowe working against Rosenberger on the left. He drives into the lane. Good defense there by Davenport, contesting the shot. Rosenberger's going to be aggressive going into the lane. Didn't see that last night against Grinnell. A drive and a finish at the hoop for Cade Rosenberger.
Nice little spark here from Cade with that 3 and now that easy layup in the paint.
Shine Low will try a 3. Air ball. Bowden gets it inbounds but throws it back to South Tama. Alvarado quickly moving it up the court. The foul and the bucket.
Nice take there by Ivan. Read the defense. Nice little hesitation move and was able to finish with the left hand.
Alvarado, such a nice finisher at the hoop. He's strong, able to take the contact, keep control, and he's drawn a couple key fouls and had some and one opportunities.
Yes, and he's got a nice soft touch around the rim, just knows how to finish strong with both hands. He finished that one with his left.
Yep. Alvarado makes it a 3-point play.
There's that 1-2-2 that they ran against the Grinnell last week that helped last night. That helped a lot.
Olin gets a screen. Now 3 from Lowe. It's good.
Shine Lowe was hitting a lot of 3s in pregame warm-up. You got to make sure you get a handout on him.
Rosenberger, quick release. Shot's no good. Olin the rebound. Olin driving into the lane. Floating one up. Rosenberger the rebound. And a timeout. Coach Peska is going to talk things over. South Tama pulls back to within. Oh, South Tama leading now 14-11. He's really been back and forth here in this first quarter. Both teams getting active in the lane and some three-point shooting factoring in. This has all of the ingredients for a pretty exciting game here, I think. If we continue like this, I think we're going to have a pretty fun finish at the end.
Yes, I 100% agree. And Cade coming off the bench might have been the best thing that could have happened for him.
I think so, yeah.
Based off of last night, not really getting involved in the offense. And now tonight he's got quick 5 points off the bench, and he delivered that spark that started that little run there.
Next up for us here on Trojan Country, we are going to be live for some wrestling next week, Thursday. Trojans do not have any basketball going on Tuesday, and so we'll be live from Benton High School in Van Horn for a dual meet with the STC boys and girls wrestling teams. Going to be a combined event. All right, it's going to be Rosenberger to take it up. Trojans leading 14-11. Looking to establish themselves here in the first quarter. Pass from Weiss to Dolash is picked off by Lowe. Lowe bouncing in and out. Passes out of bounds, trying to get it to Hunter Reed on across the court.
Nice active defense there by the Trojans. But on the other side, Saydel out of the timeout, kind of going into a 1-3-1 defense. 1-2-2 looks like. Really packing that paint. They're not daring South Tama to shoot the ball on the outside.
Alvarado now from the left, getting it to Weiss. Pella Weiss does not get his three-pointer to drop. Bowden into the lane, draws a foul, and will go to the line for two.
That's now the second foul on Kingston Davenport. Him and Daniel now have 2 each.
First shot for Cade Bowden is good. Damian Benner just about ready to check in.
Eagles opting not to have 2 guys at the free throw paint, opting to settle their defense in the half court.
Second shot by Bowden is good. And a steal by Shine Low on the fast break, trying to finish. Not there. Alvarado the rebound. And now it's Alvarado working it up the court. Gets a screen from Benner. Maybe a moving screen foul there.
Foul on 44, better.
Benner picks up his first foul. Under a minute to go here. South Tama still clinging to a 1-point lead as both teams have struggled offensively. There's a bucket by Shine Low. He's been the leader offensively in this first quarter for Saydel. South Tama going to try and hold it for the last shot. Alvarado taking his time. Passing to Rosenberger. Three-pointer. Off the mark, air ball, no good. And South Tama trailing now 15-14 after quarter number 1.
Don't forget at halftime, chuck it up.
A few different things going on here for South Tama. They got some interior scoring going on and a couple jumpers falling as well.
So we like to see from South Tama attacking the paint, really not afraid of their height at all, and tonight they've been able to finish at the rim to get those nice layups going, and they've hit a few shots from the three-point line.
Yeah, absolutely. The space is there that it wasn't there against Grinnell, against a much more organized and athletic lineup. Saydel's got some nice looking players. I mean, kind of standing them on their own. I like Hicks. I like Olin and Lowe. And they're rolling out some younger kids, some younger looking bodies on there too. But I mean, it's a little bit of a head scratcher as to why Saydel hasn't been able to kind of get themselves going a little bit. And I don't see anything too glaring, but
to me, it seems
we got
like
a 1 point game.
Yes, to me it seems like their offense is run around the three-point line. They're not really posting up in the low block at the moment.
Right. Travel on Cade Boughton. We'll turn it over, and South Tama back with an opportunity here. Rosenberger gets it in to Damian Benner. Back out. Now to Peloise. Rosenberger, a screen to Alvarado. Benner, strong attempt there, almost came down with the rebound. Now Rosenberger, top of the key. Peloise looking for a three-pointer, it's good. Peloise getting his first bucket of the night.
The Eagles were doing a little pack line defense where all 5 guys are in the paint, not allowing any drives, and Peloise made them pay for it with a 3.
There's Boughton looking for a 3 himself, not there. Offensive rebound. Credit to Austin Barrett, who's in off the bench. And we got a whistle. Going to be Jeremy Dolash called for a foul on that kind of scramble.
Trojan fans wanted a foul. I think Coach Pesca did as well. He saw Olin hook his arm around the defender.
Missed shot by Boughton. South Tama up to 7 team fouls already, so bonus points coming the rest of the way. As Mason Hicks picks up just the 2nd team foul for the Saydel Eagles. Benner getting it down low to Dolash. Dolash covered up by Hicks. Rosenberger gets the ball stripped away. Boughton on the fast break. Cade Boughton finishes at the hoop for the Eagles. We're tied at 17 with 6:10 to go in the second quarter. Shot is blocked from Alvarado. Like to see him get a little more involved. And you can't, what we're seeing is a lot of passing, and some of those passing lanes getting disrupted before South Tama gets a shot off. You can't really discredit a team for trying to pass the ball. It's a pretty critical fundamental, but I don't know, is there a point where you kind of just let Ivan cook a little bit and see what he comes up with? You got a foul on the offensive end for South Tama, so that will move the ball back up the court. Coach Noring is going to talk with his players in the backcourt as Shine Low goes to the line for a 1-and-1.
That little pack line defense has kind of prevented Cade and Ivan to really find a driving lane. They've really been able to shut that down here in the second quarter. Made some adjustments. But I think Ivan and them should continue to drive the lane and draw those fouls and get to the free throw line, even though they might not be there.
Right.
Just maintain composure.
Rosenberger, three-pointers off the mark. Low gets the loose ball. And Olin now quickly moving it up the court. Boughton looking for 3. Hard off the rim. Loose ball knocked around. Dolash able to corral it. South Tama calls a quick 30-second timeout to save the possession.
A lot of rebounds for the Trojans on defense are really long since they've been strong on the shot and giving the Eagles a lot of second chance opportunities, even though the Trojans are doing a decent job putting their body on a guy and boxing out. The rebound is just long and nothing we can really do about that other than just reset and play defense again.
Yep. 19-17, a close game here in this first half. Things have moved, felt like this has just moved right along as we're already midway into the second quarter. Not a ton of scoring. We'll see how we go here as we approach halftime. Pella Weiss passing down low to Daniel Weiss. Weiss gets rejected, no foul.
Coach Pesca wants a foul there. Not gonna get it.
Eagles back on the perimeter. Low, getting it to Hicks. Three-pointer off the mark. And we got a foul. Gonna be on Austin Barrett. Off the ball there, I think. 19-17 still the score. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Pella Weiss will find the three-pointer again. His second of the night.
That was a nice setup there by the Trojans, setting a back screen on Pella's guy, and he was able to get rewarded with a three.
Low against Alvarado. Alvarado tries for the steal, and he's going to be called for the foul.
It's now Ivan's second foul, so we got 3 Trojans now with 2 fouls.
Davenport, Weiss, Daniel Weiss, and Alvarado. Lowe makes the first. Two buckets there for Shine Lowe at the free throw line. He's got 9 for the Eagles. Strong to the hoop there, Ivan Alvarado. I think caught Saydel sleeping a little bit and quickly got in for 2.
It's a nice right-handed drive down to the baseline. Nice spin move back to the middle of the paint. It was wide open there.
Trevor Good getting it out to Olin on the perimeter. Screen from Barrett, Low into the lane. And Low almost had the pass picked away, and A.J. Olin will bury a three-pointer. He's had 2 tonight. Eagles up by 2. Alvarado going right back to that right side. Couldn't get the shot to fall that time.
He had his man beat. He just couldn't finish. It looked like the defender got a little piece of the ball there and disrupted that layup.
Lowe lost the handle. Dolash almost came away with the rebound, or with the steal. Good effort there by Dolash to get the rebound off the missed shot. Daniel Weiss bringing it up, getting it to Alvarado. Quick 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Rosenberger trying to steal it away, but the Eagles keep it on their side. Shine Low working against Alvarado. Saydel's going to take a timeout. 2.5 minutes yet to go here in the first half from Saydel High School. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to Trojan Country.
2022 marks the 95th year in business for the State Bank of Toledo since opening in 1927. The State Bank of Toledo is Trojan Country's hometown bank, supporting its customers with loyal, friendly, and fair customer service. With 2 convenient locations, a full-service investment center, 24-hour ATM service, and online banking, you can't go wrong making State Bank of Toledo your financial services choice. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back in live from Saydel High School. We had a timeout here late into the second quarter. South Tama trailing 24-22 as we've had a lot of three-point shooting here in this second quarter and kind of a frantic first half.
Really well-paced first half, up and down the floor. South Tama playing, I think, really decent tonight. So, and I hope they can keep that energy as we reach the last 2:35 of this first half.
It doesn't feel like they've played outside of themselves too much, and the Trojans can kind of do that. Just, I mean, knowing some past teams, knowing what last year's team looked like, and what we saw a little bit in Grinnell, just kind of rushing too much and getting bad shots, and it's not quite been the case, like you said. There's a long two-pointer by Mason Hicks.
Coach Pesca went into a little 2-3 zone there just to switch it up. Peloise with another 3. His three-point shooting is what's really keeping us in this game right now.
And will Saydel try and give a little more attention to Weiss on the perimeter, and does that open some things up? And we got a jump ball. Aiden Auclair in his first action of the game, working against Mason Hicks. Auclair comes out for Alvarado.
I think Coach Pesca just put Aiden in there to give Ivan a little break because he just goes right back into the game. Aiden did good, though, on that 2-3 on that right wing.
Yep. 1:41 left in the first half. Saydel leading by 1 point, 26-25. Out of bounds, got a ball off the foot there. Last touch by the Eagles. And shot clock's got to reset here, so we're waiting for that to get put back in order. Daniel Weiss to inbound. Gets the ball back. Quick pass to Alvarado. Alvarado driving into the lane. Left side, and it's good.
Ivan with a nice strong drive on the left side, able to finish with the offhand.
He's finding those lanes kind of on that 45-degree angle, coming in from the outside, and been able to exploit that a couple times tonight. A.J. Olin wide open 3, and lucky it didn't go in.
It's a nice ball movement there by the Eagles. Got South Tama on their heels a little bit.
Trojans lead by 1 with under a minute to go here in the first half. Jeremy Dolash has it, top of the key. Now Daniel Weiss goes down low. And going to be, is it out of bounds, the call there?
I believe they called traveling on Daniel down there in the block.
Okay. Frustrating first half for Weiss as he's had some calls not go the way he was hoping. Austin Barrett, no, Trevor Good putting in his second bucket of the night.
Looks like Coach Pesca is going to hold the ball for the last shot here.
Shot clock and game clock pretty synced up. Rosenberger top of the key. Alvarado alone on the right wing. It's going to be Weiss to fire. His shot's no good. And that will do it at the end of the half. South Tama trailing by 1 at the end of 2 quarters, 28-27, the halftime score.
Several things taking place here at
going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with a little halftime report. You're listening to Trojan Country. If you're wondering who we've been listening to in our breaks here tonight, I want to make sure those, the uneducated, to know that we've got it's not just any classic rock playing here on Trojan Country. What we've got is Iowa Hall of Famers Hot Jam. Trojan Country fans may, from the 70s and late 60s, may know those guys. They were at Dave Hofer from Tama, Toledo, is a founding member of that group, or a key member of that group. A couple Marshalltown guys as well, and they've been gracious enough to allow us to use their music this season, and it's just kind of a thrill to have somebody with Tama, Toledo connections and some music that has some tie-in to our area here. So make sure to check them out. They just got a new record out, remastered some of their old hits from the late 70s. And have that out on a really nice looking vinyl. If you want to check them out, they're on Bandcamp. Just look up Hot Jam, like jam jelly, but you put it in the microwave and it gets hot, and you get Hot Jam, and they're a great time. So thanks to them for their partnership, and yeah. So we are at halftime here of the boys varsity game. Darvin Graham and Keith Kiana with you on the call. And Keith, give us some stats here after two quarters.
Well, first for our South Tama Trojans, leading the way, or actually tied in scoring, leading is Ivan Alvarado and Pella Weiss with 9 points. Pella with three pointers in that first half. Off the bench, Cade Rosenberger with a quick 5 back-to-back possessions. Kingston Davenport with 2, Jeremy Dolash with 2. And switching it over to the Saydel Eagles, leading the way is Shine Low with 9 points, AJ Olin with 8, Cade Botten with 5, Trevor Good with 4, and Mason Hicks with 2. And I'm seeing that it is all the starters once again for scoring for the Saydel Hawks, just like we had in the girls' game earlier tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been kind of interesting to see the makeup of this Saydel team and kind of what they look like, or kind of what their composition is. And really what I've seen through this first half is they're about 2 players deep, maybe 3. Shine Low, really nice ball handler, has disrupted some things for South Tama in the backcourt. and some three-point shooting from A.J. Olin, some athleticism from Mason Hicks, though we haven't seen a lot of scoring from him. He's been a big body and just a lot of size to contend with, I think, for some of South Tama's post players. You really get beyond those guys, and things kind of get a little shaky for this roster, and that's kind of where we've seen some missed shots, some turnovers, just some. You see the frustration on their bench and on their coaching staff. So you kind of wonder if there's an opportunity to really find those matchups, kind of hunt those weaknesses a little bit, and for South Tama to kind of establish themselves in the second half. I don't know, what are you kind of looking for in the second half for South Tama?
I'm looking for them to continue to attack the paint. We did a really nice job in that first half of attacking the paint, getting to the glass, really converting on a lot of layups down there in the paint. Yep. Even though the height advantage is to Saydel, we've been able to get an and one from Ivan, nice finishes from Ivan, and even nice finish from Cade down there, a little smaller body, able to get in there and attack the paint. And if we continue to do that, I think the shooters on the outside will be open in the second half, especially Peloise, who's been on fire here in this game. Along with, I'd like to see Daniel Wiesia going on offense. He was a little quiet in that first half.
Yeah,
was on the bench a lot in that first half after picking up two quick fouls in that first quarter. Same thing from Kingston. He had two fouls, and I'd like to see him establish himself in the low block. Same with Jeremy Dolash. What I'm seeing is they're attacking the paint, dishing it off to the post players.
Yeah.
They're not, and then they're just looking to pass. They're not looking to square up. They're not looking to do a little drop step post move, or a nice little paint hook shot.
Right.
That's something I would like to see from the post players moving forward in the second half.
Yeah, it's been. I think those posts for South Tama are feeling pressure when they get down in there. It's a pretty crowded paint with some bigger bodies they have to contend with, and it kind of seems like some panic maybe sets in a little bit, or just feeling that pressure and the safety valve of just dishing it back out rather than doing what you're saying as trying to make an athletic move down low and just seeing what happens.
Yeah,
we'll see if they can establish some of that here in the second half.
And on defense, I went on a little spiel of offense there, but on defense for the Trojans, we've been doing a really nice job of being active on defense. We got a few tips. We're helping on the screens up top of the key. I think we just need to be a little stronger on box outs. I know Jeremy had a few nice strong rebounds along with Ivan, but we need to get that body on someone to make sure to limit Saydel's second chance opportunities.
Absolutely. Anybody's game here with just about under 2 minutes to go before we start quarter number 3, live from Saydel High School. STC trying to avenge a double-digit loss to Grinnell last night. This was one of South Tama's 2 wins coming against Saydel last season. They got one early against Saydel, and then their last regular season game against Perry was their second win of the year. And it's going to be, you can't say what the season's going to hold this early, but South Tama wants to get this one, needless to say.
It would be nice this early in the season to get a win in the win column to start this season off. Going into Walmack play, which will be a little tougher to get to do, and I really think that if we continue to stick to the game plan coming in and work as one unit, like Coach Pesca said last night when he previewed the team, I think they've been doing a really good job of working as one unit, and if we continue to do that, I think we'll put ourselves in a great position to win this game tonight.
Absolutely, and if we can keep that hot hand from Peloise going outside, he's had 3 3-pointers. That's going to be a huge asset for South Tama too, just creating some space there. If Saydel's going to get out and guard him and pressure him a little bit more. And right now it hasn't hurt him too bad. I mean, the scoring's pretty low, so maybe they don't, give any extra attention to Weiss on the outside, but that could form up if he makes a couple more here early.
Yep, and if the Eagles decide to focus more on Peloise, I believe that gives Ivan a great chance to get the ball while the defenders are worried about the three-point shot to get his shot in the paint.
So starting all the starters except for Rosenberger. Rosenberger started the game off the bench. He's going to start the third quarter here. Daniel Weiss, Peloise, Jeremy Dolash, and Ivan Alvarado, the other Trojans on the court here now. Eagles start with the ball. Kate Boughton scrambling near the free throw line. Mason Hicks trying to get his shot going. Three-pointer's not there. Loose ball picked up by Alvarado. Alvarado quickly sprinting up the court. And gets into the middle. Dolash threw it away to Olin. Olin on the fast break.
Nice hustle there by Daniel. Prevent a fast break opportunity.
Daniel Weiss got a hand in there. Kate Boughton trying to float one in. Alvarado the rebound. Alvarado gets a screen from Dolash. Almost had that one drop. That was very close.
Once again, another nice look by Ivan to get into the paint. That's his bread and butter in the lane, and being able to finish that.
Both teams trying to kind of make a statement here, I think, in this third quarter, and we're moving things pretty quick. We're seeing some turnovers and just some chaos here early in the third. Trevor Good puts up a shot, no good. And Rosenberger dumps it in to Dolash, and Dolash going to be called for traveling. Tried to get a post move going there, but cart in front of the horse there a little bit.
Yeah, that was the right move by Jeremy. Like I said before the half started, that's what he needs to do, be a threat.
Yep.
And he had the right idea, just didn't dribble in time.
Mason Hicks again from three. There he goes. And Mason Hicks puts down the first bucket of the half for Saydel. Alvarado quickly into a double team, trying to get it down to Peloise baseline. Stolen away by Shine Low. A.J. Olin into the lane. Good strip there by Peloise. Loose ball picked up by Rosenberger. Rosenberger, three, not there.
Coach Pesca yelling at his team to crash the boards. We didn't have anyone crash the boards. They just started running back on defense.
Eagles lead 31-27. Shine Low with the ball, working against Ivan Alvarado. Mason Hicks, another three. This one's in.
He's starting to feel it now. Coming out of the half, that's two quick threes.
And so we're sensing Saydel's game plan is get it to the big fella and let him shoot. Alvarado into the lane. Draws a foul. Will go to the line for two.
And that's what Ivan needs to continue to do for the rest of the game. Just drive the basket. They're going to foul him because he is an aggressive attacker of the rim.
First team foul for the Eagles. First personal for Trevor Good, the sophomore. Alvarado's first shot is good. Officials talking things over.
Not sure what for here.
Yeah, I don't either. I can't really tell. Nope, we're going to get a third one involved.
I wonder if they got the number wrong on the foul.
Oh, that might be.
Yeah.
.509 on the clock here in the third is the three-point shooting from Mason Hicks has been the narrative so far.
So they switched the foul on that from Good to Olin.
So Olin, his first now. Alvarado's second shot, not there. Coach Pesca again looking for his team to get on the rebound. Shine Low into the lane, in and out. Loose ball, last touch by Saydel. Peloise on the defense there. Daniel Weiss now to Alvarado. Trojan working around the horn. Daniel Weiss, three-pointer, in and out.
Nice look by Daniel.
Hicks again from three. This one's in, 3 straight for Mason Hicks. Nothing in the first half. And he's had it all here in the third quarter.
We just want to remind everyone that at the end of the third quarter, they will be shutting down.
So
They still have
4:19 left in the third. So far, we've seen 3 three-pointers from Mason Hicks, 1 South Tama free throw, and that has been the extent of the scoring so far.
I think Coach Pesca during this timeout is just going to tell him to identify the shooter. Mason Hicks. We just need to do a better job of finding him. The defense looks lost, and he's just running to the three-point line, and the Eagles are doing a nice job getting him the ball.
Yep. I'd like to say thank you to our sponsors this winter season. They include Crucy Phillips Funeral Home, Salt Creek Wind, State Bank of Toledo, Sharon Weber's, Marquest Law, S&S Car Wash, and Medicap Pharmacy, as well as Iowa Premium. All right, South Tama out of the timeout. We'll have Daniel Weiss to inbound, Kate Rosenberger, Pella Weiss on the perimeter, Alvarado and Dolash down low. Alvarado looking to go inside, cuts in, rolls in, good. Ivan Alvarado with the sweet touch at the rim.
It's a nice fake handoff there by Ivan. Got the defense to shift one way, and he took advantage of the open lane.
Double team on low. Hicks open from 3. Not good there. Good, the putback. And that was Cade Boughton on the putback for 2 and a foul. Cade Rosenberger with the foul for South Tama, his first personal. First team foul for STC. Boughton makes it a 3-point play.
That is nice to see that is only our first team foul this far into the third quarter. That is huge down the stretch.
And Alvarado again strong into the lane.
Delay game call for Ivan hitting the ball out of bounds. And he knew it. He immediately apologized.
Eagles quickly moving it up the court. And a finish at the basket from Trevor Good. Kingston Davenport going to get his first look of the second half. He's ready to check in. Rosenberger, high top of the key. Weiss to Pella Weiss, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound by Dolash. Now Alvarado into the lane, finger roll not there. Barrett the rebound for Saydel.
Ivan needs to be strong there. The finger roll wasn't enough strength to get that ball to the rim.
Boughton off the 1 foot, no good. Transition coming here for South Tama. Weiss into the lane. Power move not there. 10-point lead now for Saydel as they're back on offense. Shine low, quickly getting it up the court. Low, open look from the corner, off the front of the rim. Dolash the rebound. Dolash been nice, been working well on the boards. I'm gonna guess he's gonna come down with at least 10 or 12 when it's all said and done tonight. Alvarado again just kind of hurdling himself inside, draws the foul that time. And there's the first foul on Trevor Good. Second team foul for Saydel. Davenport still waiting to check in. Austin Barrett checks in for Good. Davenport in for Dolash. .217 left on the clock. Alvarado's second shot. No good. Shine Low getting a screen, jumper, air ball, but a foul. And so Low will go to the line.
I'm not sure about that one there. Looked like Shine might have stuck his leg out there a little bit.
Danny Weiss picks up foul number 3. And Low at the line. Shot number 1 is good for the junior captain. Back to a 10-point lead. Saydel goes here. And shot number 2 also good. South Tama's had some interior scoring from Ivan Alvarado. The shooting hasn't been there here in the second half. We'll see if somebody can find an open look. Rosenberger drives in, kicks out to Daniel Weiss.
There we go.
A three-pointer.
That'll help Daniel's confidence now, getting on the scoreboard, seeing a 3 go down.
Yep. First points of the night for Weiss.
It's a moving screen on Saydel.
Called on Austin Barrett. Kingston Davenport into the lane, draws the foul, and the bucket. Davenport, I think, just found Barrett and company kind of sleeping in the lane. Quick darted in there.
Yeah, the Eagles weren't really anticipating the high post pass right there. They were way back on the baseline.
Free throw is good, making the three-point play for Kingston Davenport, his first points of the second half. Just over a minute left here in quarter number 3. South Tama trying to climb back into this one as Saydel's led by as much as 10 so far. Low will draw a foul, non-shooting. And that'll be foul number 4 on Daniel Weiss. Aiden O'Clair will go in. Shine Low to inbound, long inbound pass to A.J. Olin. Hicks back to Low. Low going into the paint. Rebound, Rosenberger. Rosenberger to Davenport along the sideline. Cross-court pass to Alvarado. Alvarado driving in, elevates, draws the foul. Shooting foul coming.
Eagles just have no answer for Ivan's takes to the hoop. They just have to body up, and he's being aggressive and drawing those fouls.
Austin Barrett now with 4 personals. Alvarado makes the bucket. So South Tama's gotten Saydel into a little bit of trouble, but not quite the, I'm sure there's a couple other players they might like to see in foul trouble a little more than Barrett off the bench. Trevor Good back into the game. Barrett adds a little more size onto the court for Saydel, but more athleticism, I think, from Good. And here's A.J. Olin now from the left corner. Olin into the lane, open lane, and a layup for 2.
There was no help side defense there by the Trojans, and that was just an easy basket for Olin.
Under 10 seconds to go here. Trojans trail by 6. Alvarado to Davenport. Alvarado, three-pointer with a hand in his face. Ivan Alvarado buries it at the buzzer. And it's a 3-point game. We're going into the fourth quarter. And what did we say, Keith? This was going to be a tight one down to the wire. So far, that's proven true.
Oh, yeah. And I'm really excited for this finish. The Trojans had a nice little push there towards the end of the third quarter. And let's just see if they can maintain their composure, play a clean game. We can't get anybody else in the foul trouble in the last 8 minutes of the game.
Daniel Weiss with 4. He's kind of on the precipice there, and a short bench for the Trojans. Could prove interesting. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to Trojan Country.
Sharn Weber's in Toledo serves central and northeast Iowa with the latest in heating and cooling systems, water softeners, plumbing and electrical installation, as well as expert service and repair. As a family-owned hallmark business from the South Tama community, Sharn Weber's is proud to support Trojan spirit on the field, on the stage, on the court, or in the classroom. When the job needs done, call Sharn Weber's at 800-542-7980.
Welcome back live from Saydel High School. Fourth quarter action here between the Eagles and the STC Trojans. South Tama trailing by 3, excuse me. Trojans started with the ball. Kingston Davenport missed a shot underneath on the first possession for South Tama. A.J. Olin going past Peloise and scoring at the bucket.
I think the Eagles are starting to expose the mismatch of South Tama guards here.
Eau Claire, shots off the mark. Hicks trying a 3. He was big in the third quarter. This one's not off the mark. Rosenberger just going to go to the rack with it. Draws a foul.
Number 2, Lowe.
5-point lead now for Saydel as Rosenberger puts in free throw number 1. Jeremy Dolas checking in for Aiden Eau Claire. And Rosenberger puts in both free throws. Back to a 3-point contest. Screen from Good for Lowe. Bowden into the lane, floats one up, draws a foul. Armbar called there against Rosenberger, just his second personal. Bowden makes foul shot number 1. And the second one rolls out. Rosenberger trying to get it to Alvarado. Davenport saved the possession there as it almost went out of bounds. 3-pointer for Alvarado, no good. Olin the rebound. Bowden, 3-pointer off the mark. He gets his own rebound. Lowe, throats it up. Davenport the rebound. Alvarado tried to go behind the back, and he stepped out of bounds. Damian Benner checking in for Jeremy Dolash down low. And Daniel Weiss going to come in with 4 fouls. Just under 6 minutes left here in the fourth. Nice intercepted pass there by Rosenberger, catching it down low. Davenport pulling up, passing away. Alvarado screen from Benner. 3 from Rosenberger, airball, no good.
Need to see the Trojans enter the ball to the high post or the low block there to collapse the defense. The Eagles are just defending the three-point line as we're just swinging it around the arc.
Eagles lead by 4, but it kind of feels like 10 somehow. Olin picks up the dribble near the free throw line. 3 from Hicks. And that's the 4th three-pointer from Mason Hicks. And that forces a timeout from South Tama. Mason Hicks with some clutch three-point shooting to really push his team ahead here in this second half. South Tama dealing with some cold shooting, some foul trouble.
I think the Eagles have done a nice job keying in on Pella Weiss there.
Right.
He's had some looks, but they've been better contested shots, not really getting a clear look.
And he's gassed too. I mean,
And
look at him. He's pretty. he's on the far left of your screen there, and credit to him. He's been given everything he's got, I think. But the Eagles have made it tough on him.
But Mason Hicks, big difference in the second half. He's the reason that the Eagles have this 7-point lead with those 4 threes. From what I had, he only had 2 at halftime, and now he's up to 14 points here in this game and really lighting it up.
South Tama with the ball now. Out of the timeout. Rosenberger working it up the court. Davenport from the low corner. Now Weiss to Alvarado. Collapsing down low is the Saydel defense, but under and around for Ivan Alvarado. The underhand layup is good. Alvarado with 18. Olin near the top of the key, trying to get it to Hicks. Out of bounds on a missed pass. Alvarado into the lane. And going to be a non-shooting foul called against Shine Low.
I believe we are now in the 1-and-1 the rest of the game.
Foul was on Low, his second. Alvarado makes the first. Second one off the front of the rim. Hicks the rebound.
And that shot, you can see it was a little short. Ivan's legs must be fatiguing him just a little bit.
Yeah. Hicks, air ball 3. Low the rebound. Back out to Olin. Key rebound there by Low to save the possession as we're getting short on time here with just under 4 minutes on the clock. we've got an off-ball foul. Third foul on Kingston Davenport. Damian Benner out for Jeremy Dolash. Shine low, three-pointer, no good. Dolash the rebound.
He's been really good on the glass for the Trojans tonight on defense.
Daniel Weiss, cross court to Rosenberger, who has an open look and a three. Cade Rosenberger buries it, and South Tama back to within one.
Big clutch three from Cade. He settled up, took his time, buried it.
3:20 on the clock. Saydel back with the ball now. Struggled to control the ball the last couple times up. And that's credit to South Tama's defense here. You can kind of feel the intensity ratcheting up a bit.
Nice trap down there.
7 on the shot clock. Shine low, trying to find a shot. And a foul finally called. This time it's against Rosenberger, his third now. STC's got to be real careful here. Those fouls can pile up quick, and there's still 3 minutes left in this contest. STC's going to need everybody to finish this one out, I think.
Yes, I 100% agree. I think the 5 on the court are the ones that I think we need out there right now.
Yep.
Their intensity is just on a whole nother level right now.
Here's Boughton for 3. It's good. Saydel's been there with answers to most of South Tama's three-point shooting. Cade Boughton putting it in. He's had a quiet offensive performance. Probably going to be the second leading scorer, or the third leading scorer for Saydel at the end of the night, I bet. Rosenberger trying to float one in, no good.
Just a little too strong there on that floater from Cade there.
Saydel trying to run some clock. A dangerous position to try and take with a 4-point lead. But I can't blame Coach Noring either. And here goes Lowe into the lane. Open in the middle. Puts it in for 2. Shine Lowe with 13. 4 players for Saydel in double figures. And there's a missed three-pointer by Daniel Weiss. Loose ball, Cade Rosenberger picking it up, and a layup for 2.
That was a very risky play there by Daniel. I think he could have easily got called for that 5th foul, splitting that screen right there.
And so Rosenberger with 2 makes the score 57-53. Still a 4-point contest here in Saydel. Just over a minute left on the clock. I think the Trojans got to be in the paint the rest of the way. I don't know that I trust the shooting of who we've got out on there on the court. I mean, Alvarado, I think he's got a green light if he's got an open shot just based on his IQ and athleticism.
Yes, and I think Cade as well might have a green light if he's open. I don't think he should just force a 3.
No.
Just because he has the ball with not very many time left in the game. And I think Ivan does have that green light, though, to attack the paint, possibly get another and 1 call on for him.
Definitely see that happen. A minute 18 on the clock, 57 Saydel, 53 South Tama. It will be Saydel ball on the far end.
First time seeing the 1-2-2 press.
Shine low on the perimeter. STC in the zone. Somebody's got to come pick him up here in a minute.
Coach Noring was telling Lowe to get back to the top of the key, run some clock.
Timeout, Saydel.
30-second timeout, Saydel.
So a 2-possession game, under a minute to go. Saydel's going to have the ball. Do you foul here? What do you say?
I think so. You need to start preserving some time for your offensive possessions. We need the guys with 2 or 1 foul to get on the ball and immediately foul. So on the court right now for that would be Ivan and Jeremy, preferably Jeremy, since he just has the 1. But if we settle back into the half court, we might just wait the 9 seconds and get a rebound.
9 on the shot clock. Shine low with the ball. A.J. Olin picks up the dribble. Low, no good. That was a clutch rebound there by Cade Rosenberger. Snatched it right away from Mason Hicks. There's Weiss for a 3, way off the mark.
And he's fouled.
Big foul there. Shine low going up against Daniel Weiss.
Foul call number 2, Lowe. Weiss is at the line, shooting 3.
First shot's good for Daniel Weiss. He's got 7 so far tonight. Second one is good. Third one off the mark. South Tama quickly back on defense.
Need a stop here on the defensive side or foul.
Cade Boughton draws the double team. South Tama just going to have to trap here. And Cade Rosenberger fouls Cade Boughton.
That is important. Coach Pesca yelling at his team to box out, but looks like the Eagles are going to set up defense instead of go for the offensive rebound.
Cade Boughton puts in the free throw. Critical free throw coming here as still a 1-possession game. Could go to 4 points though. Second one's good. Huge free throws there for Cade Boughton and Saydel. South Tama's just got to get a bucket somehow. And there it is. Ivan Alvarado quickly into the lane, floats one up, and a timeout.
30-second timeout.
Just went back to his game of driving and attacking the lane, getting that quick bucket. Saves us some time here.
Alvarado up to 21. But the kind of blanket scoring that we've seen from Saydel. Got on the court right now, they got somebody with two players with 14, one with 13, one with 12. South Tama's got 2 in double figures.
Well-balanced team this Saydel for these Saydel Eagles are.
Yep. Full action press here. Loose ball knocked away by Davenport, picked up by Boughton. Boughton's going back to the line.
Those active hands, he just couldn't get that steal. That was big there.
10 seconds on the clock. Boughton made it a 4-point game last time down.
I think they're trying to get the, yep. Cade just fouled out of the game.
Cade Boughton at the line for 2. Or no, for a 1-and-1, excuse me. Alvarado is ready to go there. Boughton's going to have one more shot. Such a dramatic free throw there as it rolls a full 180 around the rim and drops, making it a 4-point game with 10 seconds left. Time running out here for South Tama.
That's just unfortunate there. That ball couldn't fall off the rim. And
61-57 the score here as we go into possibly one more possession for STC. Can use whatever they can find here with a two-possession game. Kind of anything works.
I think the Trojans need to get the ball quickly up the court, get another quick two in minimal time, and then on the inbound foul right away again and make them earn it at the free throw line.
Yep. No, you're good. All right, here's Daniel Weiss taking it up the court. And a foul there on Saydel. Going to take Ivan Alvarado to the line. Six seconds remain with Alvarado on a 1-and-1. Puts in the first. Really nice. I mean, both teams, some clutch free throw shooting down the stretch here.
Totally agree, and everyone's really trying to just capitalize on the free opportunities at the free throw line here.
Second shot for Ivan Alvarado. 6 seconds remain. Puts it in. And a quick foul. Auclair collided with Lowe. Lowe trying to sell the flagrant or something. I don't know what the thought was there, but he got the foul and he's going to the line.
About a second and a half has gone off the clock.
Back to a one-possession game. Captain Shine Low at the line. Looking for free throws.
It is a 1-and-1.
Makes the first. .9 on the clock. Lowe's second shot also in. And there goes Alvarado into the lane for two. And that will do it. Final score 63-61. Came down to a 2-point game again. The Trojans on the wrong end of it for the second straight year against the Saydel Eagles. We're going to take a quick break, tally some stats, and come back with a post-game report. You're listening to Trojan Country. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. It's the post-game wrap-up. Darvin Graham and Keith Kiana with you here live from Saydel High School. Final score of tonight's matchup, it came down to the wire, 63-61. Some clutch free throw shooting kind of concluded it for the Eagles, and you got to hand it to them. They delivered when it counted at the end. And I'm going to hand it to you, Keith. What do we got for some stats?
Well, tonight for South Tama, leading the way was once again Ivan Alvarado, continuing his amazing play in the early start of the season. 25 points 2 fouls. Off the bench, Cade Rosenberger had a nice stretch of 12 points. Pella Weiss had 9, cooled off there in the second half after those 3 first half threes.
Yep.
Daniel Weiss finished with 8. Kingston Davenport finished with 5, and Jeremy Dolash finished with 2. And for the Saydel Eagles, they know how to distribute the ball equally, as all of their points came from their 5 starters of the game.
Wow, that's something.
Cade Botten led the way with 16, Shine Low with 15. Mason Hicks got hot right out the gate in the second half. I think that might be the difference maker in this game.
yeah.
With his 3-point shooting when he came out. Finished with 14.
And South Tama really did not have an answer either. It stalled things when he
Yes.
buried those threes in the third.
Yep, it stalled our offense. We couldn't really respond to him properly. A.J. Olin with 12. Trevor Good with 6.
So there's your post-game stats. South Tama takes their second loss of the season, but it was a fun one here at Saydel's. We got to see some really close basketball, and I really thought both teams, though, could be a struggle of a season down the road for either one of these units. Is there's work to do, but I really thought at both sides of the ball, Saydel and South Tama looked pretty good for the competition level that we had tonight. I think South Tama's got a lot to build on, and just to get the shooting started up a little quicker, get more points scored in that first half, and not having to warm up so much into the second half could be a big thing. But another big night from Ivan Alvarado. I think we're going to have an exciting season from this kid. He's been pretty electric at the hoop, or at the rim and in the lane. And tonight was another display of that.
Through 2 games, Ivan has averaged 22.5 points.
Wow, that's
for us already through 2 games, and I think that's gonna continue for him. I think he's gonna be the premier scorer for probably even in the whole conference. And
if it's at that clip, that's a pretty healthy.
That is a very
average.
Very strong average. Even though it is 2 games, that's still really strong to have going into this little break that the boys have going down the stretch.
Some work to be done, and if you hate to prognosticate too much, but I mean we are on a talk show at the moment, so that's kind of the deal. But you think about the WAMAC schedule, and if things kind of get hairy in some mismatches with teams that are blowing South Tama out, or games that just kind of get out of hand in the second half, the kind of most consistent weapon STC has is Alvarado. And so I think that equates to him having some big scoring nights despite maybe some losses or some lopsided final scores, which I think could keep his average kind of up where he's starting here. So I think that could, who knows what that means for him late in the season, or at the end when the awards are getting handed out and such. But
absolutely, I really think that if he's able to continue playing the way he does, he's going to get those numbers. He's that type of player where he just can find and create his own opportunities near the basket. And I think moving forward, along with Alvarado, Pella Weiss will continue to find some looks on the 3-point line. If once Alvarado collapses the defense, I think Ivan can start possibly distributing from the paint, since he'll be the premier player for the boys team this year. And Pella, Cade, and Daniel will all have opportunities to shoot the 3 pretty well this year.
Yeah, I mean, Pella puts in 3 in the first quarter, or in the first half, just as Hicks did in the third. They counted equally, but Saydel came away with the win. So we are going to sign off here from Saydel High School. We will be back on the air on going to be Thursday, December 8th. We're going to have wrestling that night for you, so tune in. We're going to say good luck to the STC girls as they head up to West Delaware to wrap up the week on Friday. And then no basketball on Tuesday. The next varsity contest for basketball and wrestling comes on Thursday. So we'll see you Thursday live from Benton. Thanks so much, Keith, for being with us here the last couple of games. Looking forward to having you on again. And we will – all right. So we're going to – okay. We've been trying to coordinate with Coach Pesca here to get South Tama player up and get an interview in. So he just poked his head out as we were just about ready to click the stop button here. But we're just going to get Ivan Alvarado here out. He's coming up to do a quick interview here, and so we're going to talk with that young man, get his kind of perspective across these first couple of games, and that'll do it for the night. What do you got going on this weekend, Keith?
Well,
or that's this week. It's only Tuesday. Jeez.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow is actually my 22nd birthday already.
Oh, man. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to it, and got a big birthday present coming up this weekend. I'm actually going to Chicago for the Green Bay Packer-Chicago Bear game in Soldier Field.
Oh, man.
So that'll be a fun weekend on Sunday.
Excellent. All right. I got Mr. Ivan Alvarado here with me. Could I have you hand off your headset real quick? All right. All right. Can you hear me all right?
I hear you.
All right. Cool. I've got STC senior Ivan Alvarado, the leading scorer for the Trojans tonight. Ivan, just start kind of first moments coming off the court. What are your kind of takeaways? What do you just kind of think about this game here at the conclusion? It was a close one for you.
Yeah, I know. We just had to do better on defense. We had to be more aggressive, and that was basically it. We got to be more aggressive and come out quicker at the beginning.
Yeah. How have you felt like your game has been able to kind of gel with this STC roster from Marshalltown and with a whole other high school team? How have you felt you've been able to kind of come together with this STC group?
Yeah, I came here through my first years until 7th grade. So
okay. So you know some of these guys.
Yeah, I knew some of these guys, so I know how they play. So I kind of knew I could fit right in at the beginning. So, yeah, that's it.
What are you going to be kind of looking to work on as you got a little bit of a break here? What do you feel like your game needs to kind of take a little step forward and improve a little bit? And what do you hope that the team could kind of accomplish as you look to practice and kind of improve going into next week?
With the team, we just need to be more aggressive and more defensively.
Yep.
We need to be better, talk more, communicate more with each other. Then for myself, I don't be more aggressive and make down my shots, my three-pointers especially, and my pull-ups. Then I think we'll be all right.
All right. Well, congrats on a nice night on the boards tonight. Best of luck to you as STC looking to get their first win here later in the year, and we'll catch up with you again soon.
All right, thank you.
That was STC senior Ivan Alvarado. All right. So we are going to sign off here in a second. Keith, any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Yeah, for South Tama tonight, I really thought I saw way better unit play tonight from the team. And from the point I made last night at Grinnell, they attacked the basket. We attacked the basket, got free throw line a few times, probably a little bit more. And I think we were able to better pass the ball around the perimeter.
Yep.
And we were able to get it down low, although I still would like to see some post action.
Yeah,
coming from a post myself.
Yep.
But I really do see a bright uprising in our program this year. I really do think we might compete a few times in WAMAC, maybe.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. But it is a tough conference. It's one of the toughest in the entire state, and I looked forward to see how this team grows coming off this tough 2-point loss tonight.
You bet. All right. Well, an early happy birthday to you, Keith. Have a great week, and we will catch up with you again soon. Thanks for tuning in, Trojan fans. Good night, and go Trojans.